Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, virtual fight fans. Welcome back for another beautiful, wonderful esports fight league event that we have here for you this evening. Always the best fighters. You know where to come at this point. You know, it's a very hot day all across the world. I know you've been waiting patiently. So we have a great fight card for you tonight. But joining me in the booth this evening, the one and only Chair. How are you tonight, my friend?
I am doing wonderful. Also, besides this heat, seems like everybody's catching that heat today, man. But you know what? We got some heat on this card, though, too.
Oh, I like that.
So I'm excited for tonight.
Well played, sir. Yeah, we'll take a quick look at the fight card before we get going. Guys, the champ is back to defend his belt for a possible record-breaking time. If he gets it, that's 3. That will be the official ESFL record for title defenses as well, because the champ got beaten last week in PlayStation. So there we go. But here we go. Brand new Mac fighting Crooks 209. What a main event that is going to be this evening, guys. It is going to be spectacular. You do not want to miss it. And it's a short card tonight as well. We're going to buzz through these and keep the action coming. All good fights this evening. Suspect Zero is taking on Lemus Khan. That's a great fight. Kinetic NRG is fighting the Spider. That is a striker's dream. Cody Dank is back. Bones taking on Lessons. EK Till is back. He's been looking phenomenal so far. We've got Darth. The EK guys are repping strong tonight. Suspense is fighting Peyton. Warhammer's here repping V2 is fighting Double Mat. And we've got a couple of changes around here. So I know that Suspenser is going to be fighting I Punch Santa this evening. Romero is not fighting TDO. He is going to be fighting only one JB this evening. So we've got a few change ups for you tonight, guys. So we're gonna bring them to you as quick as we can. The first fight has also been changed, so we're gonna jump in with the second fight of this evening. We're gonna start with the second fight, so we can bring you a fight and we can get this card moving along. So that will be the ever emphatic and fan favorite, and one of my personal favorites, Chair, because he's been here for a long time, since day one, Mr. Romero 420 taking on only one JB. So let's check it out.
Yeah, interesting matchup too. Romero, like I said, he's definitely a fan favorite. I mean, and on top of that, he's going up against a new guy, debut. Only one JB is making his debut tonight against a veteran in Romero, so he's got a tough test in front of him, and I'm super excited to see what he has to bring to the ESFL.
Yeah, and filling in on short notice. Always props to anyone who's ready to just, you know, step up, stay ready. That's what I mean, guys. You got to stay ready. You know, maybe you didn't get accepted into the event initially, but you know, you can stay ready. You can be ready, and he's here. He's here to fight. He's got something to prove against a vet like Romero. So we'll see. I mean, Romero is coming off a win against Double Mat, which is good. He's definitely been around for a while now. He's got 10 fights in the EFSL, 4 and 6. So, you know, he's got some wins, got some losses, but he's a veteran. You know, he's felt these nerves before. He's going to be able to stay calm, composed in this situation. So, you know, we'll see how it plays, man. I'm excited, always excited to see some new blood.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. And then look at this. We got a Romero versus Romero. We got a mirror match here, which is really interesting. Romero 420 is all around great fighter. He loves to strike, and I'm interested to see how this goes with these two guys. Let's go. First fight of the night.
Yes, indeed. First fight of the night here at ESFL 31. Almost said 26 for some reason. We got the only one JB in the red gloves taking on Romero 420 in the blue. Romero's going to come forward with that steady pressure. He loves it, never stops coming forward, even if he's taking them shots. And guys, I want to remind you this evening, we will have the man, Mr. Jeff Harrower, in the chat later on tonight, dropping spoilers for the new patch, which I'm sure we'll be talking about, because it's a big one, guys. They're going to do some grappling changes, a bit more footwork changes. I think it's going to change up some of the gameplay, so it's one of those big patches. But Jeff will be in the chat, guys, and dropping them patch spoilers for you, so stick around for that this evening. And we've just seen this forward pressure from Romero here, Chair. I mean, this is just what he's known for. He never stops coming forward.
Yeah, you're right. I fought him. He was my debut fight. Or no, I'm sorry, not my debut fight. He was my second fight, and that man swarmed me with 4-punch, 5-punch combos. You know, I think it was the second, third patch. Swarmed me, man, and I caught him. But he is, like you said, non-stop pressure from Romero, and I expect nothing less.
We're seeing a lot of flying knees coming out here from only one JB. I mean, he keeps looking for it. It's going to cost him in the stamina department. I mean, Romero's a little low down at the moment. Stamina's, you know, it's fairly even, but he is outputting a lot more. It's understandable. And Romero's being quite, nice and patient. He's coming in with his block up. Eats the 1-2 right there. Got to be careful. He's stepping in with that jab. There he's planting before he throws it to make sure he's in range before he throws it. You don't want to constantly step in. It gets easy to read. There's a lot of knees coming out here though, from JB. He's making use of that. Nice body kick.
He's doing it, and Ramiro's doing a great job of keeping him up against the cage.
Ooh, go on.
Center. Oh, he rocks him with it.
Blimey. That block is low. Damn.
Oh, wow.
All right.
He landed it.
He keeps looking for it. Romero's going to come back forward again. I don't know what. I think it's 95 power rating Romero has. 95 or 97. It's something ridiculously high. So
it's funny. I'm a stat guy, man, and I don't even know. Middleweight's probably the one I know least. I wish I could help you confirm that. But I know it's high. Definitely high.
Middleweight.
We're going at it. Look at we're pushing them forward, man.
Middleweight always feels weird because I know Rockhold's got a punch speed of 95, but he feels so slow. And you're just like, how is this possible? You get out punched by like.
Yeah, middleweight definitely feels weird.
Yeah. Romero's recovered well. Again. This is a good way to stop that constant forward pressure. I mean, if you keep walking into it, this is where Romero's going to start thinking about it, starting to predict that it's going to happen, and then one JB's got him thinking he can open up other areas of his game. But if someone's just walking forward constantly, I mean, the jump knee is a great way to stop that forward pressure, especially if they're not coming forward blocking and they're coming forward striking. And he's landing it twice now with 2 rocks.
Yeah, I think Ramiro's got to do a little bit better job of shot selection. Otherwise, he's going to keep getting caught with that. I mean, stuff like that. You know what I mean? He's going to leave himself open and vulnerable to shots like that if he keeps trying to strike. Nice
little teep there off the front leg.
Yep.
I mean, that's kind of the story of any Romero fight, right? He's just walking forward pressure. He's not stopping at any point. But I mean, props to is it one JB, right?
Yes, only one JB.
Only one JB, that's right. Only one JB for landing that knee twice. I mean, he was throwing it a little bit too a lot, but he's landing it now. He's finding a home for it. He's not being overzealous with it. And you're fighting going backwards, and at a certain extent, you've got to give your opponent a reason not to come forward. You can do a lot of backing up and throwing your 1s and 2s, which is all well and good, and they're fast, and we are seeing some of that from JB right now. But you got to throw them big power shots in there. Jabs and straights are not going to, cause a big momentum swing. Get some uppercuts in there. In this case, the flying knee is coming off nicely, and we're seeing some good knees to the body as well. So, but his head stat is a little low as well. Only one JB, so it's very even going into the second round.
It's really interesting that first round. He got 2 rocks, and in this game, we know damage is the most important thing when it comes to judges. I mean, I'm not sure if this is going to go to the judges, but when it comes to that, he goes for it again. That fly. Oh, and then a nice body knee right there by Ramiro 420. But he definitely needs to do a better job at picking his shots right now. But he's doing a great job pushing him up against the cage.
It's a lot of head work from Romero. I mean, he's doing it because it's easier to close the distance, and he's coming back down to the body. There we go. But every time he goes up high, it gets blocked. It's not good. But we're seeing one JB trying to set that flying knee up off a double jab straight, which Romero blocks. And I guess he was trying to bail out a counter attack. Oh, the left.
Oh, man.
The right hook straight after the straight left right there that drops him, man.
And I believe in one of the patch spoilers, you're going to be able to jump into their guard from something like. I believe that was
that
one
would
of the
be
patch
great.
Spoilers.
When
you knock them down right there, you can jump right into their guard.
Just a little flick of the right stick. Ooh, trying to bait and find a home for that left high kick. JB comes out looking a little, not necessarily tentative, but looking for those big shots he's trying to find. But he's kind of looking like he's relaxing now, and he is mixing it up quite nicely. He's still showing a lot of weapons, a lot of big dangerous weapons. He keeps going to that double jab straight, but it's a nice slow defensive tool, not risky, but he is landing, some head kicks he's going for. He's landed the flying knee again for the 3rd time, and that was beautifully timed off the 1-2 right there. Romero's got to be careful.
He's got to really be careful that he's not respecting JB's stand-up, I don't think, enough. He's got to back off just a little bit and watch what shots he's throwing. He's got the stamina advantage by a little bit right now.
Yeah, the entry is always the same for Romero right here. It's always the jab. He's just walking forward and he's pushing him with the jab. And that just gets easy to read at a certain point. He is mixing up. He's going to that left hook, but he's always starting with that jab. And that's why he's been able to time that knee and a couple of other shots. He knows the window he's got to land those shots, so he's not too worried about it, especially if he knows the first shot's a jab. There's no, like, stepping in with the overhand. There's a flying knee, and he eats an uppercut. Oh, damn.
Wow.
Oh, he gets a rock.
He counters him back.
That 97 power. Oh, he's blocked slow.
Wow.
JB.
I've been getting a lot of double rocks lately. It's been pretty crazy, man.
Me too.
Wow, what a round. Beautiful striking match. I mean, neither of these guys are letting up right now, man. It's crazy how there's no backing off. No, they're not. They don't want to conserve. They're winging these combos at each other. They're just winging these combos at each other. I'm waiting to see. Man, I don't know. This is nuts right now. This has been a great first fight so far. Round 3, guys. Ramiro 420 versus only one JB. Let's go.
Yeah, beautiful. Great to get us off on this card. And there's the overhand we talked about, but another flying knee. Get straight up. That overhand is so... Oh, my God. An uppercut. He's trying to go for it. There it is. This is what happens when you get two fighters with 97 power, I believe. Or it might be 95. I bet chat's screaming at me right now. It's uppercuts, knees, the big shots. And that overhand, what Romero led with, has been so useful in this current sort of meta to just power through, you know, a jab or a 1-2. You can just throw that overhand right through that. And that's what he caught him with. And, man, they're being careful right now. The blocks are so low. He's got to be careful.
Ramiro's got to be careful, man. He likes to throw like 3-4 punch combos.
There it is. Straight through the jab. Right through the jab. And yeah, man, a straight left is taking half his health off. Comes the head kick from somebody right here. Oh, gets it in there. There's that.
Yo, I'm on the edge of my seat, I swear.
Damn.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
It's only one JB Bailey, showing up last minute.
Oh!
That's it. That's it. That's it. Good fight.
Only one JB.
ESFL debut.
First win. Wow.
He gets it in the end. Damn. Drag him out right there.
Chat, let's get some hype for that fight. That's a nomination.
They both could have gone down.
Fight of the night, man. That was. Wow.
Bam! They both threw uppercuts as well. And that's strange because
I hope they pause it just so I can see how many stuns there were on each side, how many rocks.
There's too many. I love how they both threw uppercuts. You know, one was a lead, one was a rear. They both rocked each other right at the... I mean, like, they both could have gone down right there. That would have been hilarious.
Oh, my God. I can't believe that. That fight was insane, man. That fight was insane.
Okay.
Wow, great fight, guys. Congratulations.
I know you want to see the stats.
Yes. I would love to if they do. But it's all good. That was so many rocks in that fight. I don't think he's going to pause. It's all good. We don't have to wait for that.
Well, JB moves to 1-0 in his first ESFL. So, yeah, great job indeed. Taking on Romero 420 is not an easy task. I believe it was 5.
There it is.
5-4.
Five knockdowns, 5 stuns and wobbles to Ramiro's 4 stuns. That's nuts. That's 9. That's 9 total.
Crazy.
I'm blown away right now.
Good fight,
man.
though. Right.
Great fight.
So we had the fight that was going to kick off the card. Like we said, that was going to be Kalesh and It's Not Karate. But that fight did not come to fruition. So instead, we had somebody else fill in this evening. And it's a bit of a treat tonight, I do believe. We're coming up right now with... Here we go. We're going to get it. I want to make sure we get it.
There we go.
I want to make sure that up. That's right. We do have Trent got banned, making a return here, taking on Mojos, which is a great fight, a great matchup.
This says J-Rog. I wonder if that's a mistake there. No, Trent got bans in there.
Yep. I got it right here, so we can jump on over. Boom.
Good stuff.
Look at that. Fantastic. Good to have it. Have you got any stats on these fighters for us, Chair?
Do I have any stats on these fighters?
Yes.
Let's see here. We have I know Trent got banned coming back. I mean, he was supposed to be I don't think I do have any stats on these fighters, do I? Mojo's I believe won his last fight, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he's coming off a win. And as for Chen's got banned, I'm pretty sure Trent got banned for Cody Dank, I believe. If I'm not wrong, I could be wrong.
I believe that sounds about right to me, but it doesn't matter because this fight's going at the way.
Yeah, it's going. Let's go, guys. All right, Trent got banned versus Mojo's.
That's right. Second fight of the night here, guys. This is ESFL 31. Like we said, Mr. Jeff is making an appearance this evening to drop some patch spoilers in chat. First fight already kicked off to a blinder, and there's that jab into that big rear hook, and there's the big rear hook. Paulo Costa here coming out with the hooks. I think it was mentioned last week with that heavy hands perk. He is up to, I think, 99 power level on them hooks. Something insane. So I've had this matchup many a time at middleweight recently. And there it is, beautiful slip, lovely, and that's what you got to do. You got to fire back. If you're in range and you slip, fire back, always fire back. Good job by Trent, doubling up the hooks to the body as well. Love it. And he's slipping his head off that line.
Very good job. That shot selection he's doing right now. He's being patient. Oh, come back.
You don't want to trade in there in the pocket with Raul Romero.
Oh no, you do not.
I like the body work from Trent as well, and he's finding a big home for that big right hook, which is what you want. And again, every time that jab comes out from Mo, he's slipping it. His head's off the center line. He's firing that straight down the middle. He's landing big left hook to the body. Lovely job there. Great. Started with the left hook, ended with the head kick. And again, every time, he's got to switch stance here or do something, Mo. If he's going to keep firing that jab, if that's instinctual for you to fire that jab, you've got to switch it up.
Ooh, caught the knee. I think that was a knee.
Oh. Tries to lean against the cage. Eats 4 hooks, 5 hooks to the body there for his trouble, and that is bad for Mojo.
Trouble. Oh, his body is getting, look at his body already, man.
Yeah.
It is destroyed.
Oh my goodness. Trent, no mercy this evening, coming right out. Now, this fight was not supposed to take place. And Trent wasting no time right here, coming right at him. Another rock, beautiful. 3 more hooks, 4, 5 hooks to the body again.
He is beating that breadbasket, man. He is beating it up. It is not looking good for Mojo right now. I'm predicting a body KO.
Yeah, or at least some rocks for it. But I mean, if you're Mojo right now, it's going to be real tough to get yourself back in this fight, unless you can fight real conservative.
He's going for desperate takedowns, killing his stamina, doing it.
So low, man. Oh, I don't even know. He's got a minute. See if he can survive this round. Maybe recover a little bit. Try and get some. He goes for an uppercut. At least he's trying something big. Oh man, Paulo Costa is a beast.
There it is.
Damn.
First round KO by Trent got banned.
Damn. Damn. Trent just showing up last minute. What's that? Someone's falling out? Oh, I'll fill in, mate. No worries. Let me get in there. Paulo Costa, non-stop. Bam, 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 bam. The young Vitor.
Great job by Trent. Right from the beginning, he was working the body with those kicks. He was timing those kicks to the body, and he just continued. Ooh. Wow. And just so you guys know, update, in just a couple more fights, I believe Gameplay Dev is going to be dropping those spoilers. Like I said, just a couple more fights, I believe. So get ready for that, guys. I know you're all excited.
I think it's going to be a periodic procedure throughout the night. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
2 fights are over. I feel like the starting soon screen took longer than those 2 fights. Bloody hell. All right. We're good.
It's always done. I know. It happens that way sometimes. But our next fight.
We're moving on. We're moving on.
Yeah.
Man, that's such a good performance though by Trent. I mean, those body hooks. I mean, I've noticed that a lot more. I mean, you can flow so nicely. You maybe throw a lead hook up high and come down 2 to the body, or you can even go 1 to the body and come up 2 high. Like when the distance gets closed, you can't be there. You just eat them hooks, especially if that's the kind of pressure fight that's coming in. So we saw those flying knees countering that kind of a strategy earlier, but you know. Just he kept using that jab. Couldn't program himself out of going back to that jab each time, and Mojo kept throwing it, keep getting slips, and yeah.
Wow, and Trent, what he did really well, what I feel like, especially with this patch, is you couldn't really go too ham, couldn't really go too crazy on the combos. You kind of have to keep them you know, relatively in the two straight combos are always the best. He was working a lot of 2-3 straight combos rather than going for 4 or 5, you know,
Yeah.
some of those bigger ones. And he worked it very well. Like I said, he was doing, you know, the straight and then the roundhouse to the body. And then he saw what happened. He saw the body go down. He's mixing up the strikes, body head, body head.
Yeah, I think just once that distance gets closed, it's just and you've got room, you can just unload, you can just sling those hooks together, and it was good work, beautiful work. Now we're just waiting for the third fight of the evening, which shall be Mr. Double Matt taking on the Warhammer, which is a great fight right here. Both vets. Warhammer's ranked number 23 right now, so he's up there, and Double Matt number 43. But both, you know, coming in there. And Hammer, I believe he lost to EK Till, who is also fighting tonight. He looked fantastic. So he's down 2 right now, Hammer, and he needs to get himself a win.
He's definitely looking to get off that skid.
He needs a win, and Matt is coming off a win against Dope Boy Fresh, which was a great win as well. Double Matt showcasing his wrestling in that fight. Excellent performance right there. And we'll see, man.
Yeah, he's kicked it up a notch, man. He's on a 2-fight winning streak right now, and
I think
Hammer's coming in here. He's looking to redeem himself. He's on a 2-fight losing streak, whereas Double Matt's on a 2-fight winning streak. So, does Matt continue and hit 3 fights in a row? Does Warhammer go 3 losses in a row? So we're gonna see. Let's see what Hammer's game plan is, and see how Double Matt can handle it.
Yeah, and I think it's also sort of, you know, important to point out that, you know, we've had a lot of patches, you know, over the course of ESFL and over the course of his ESFL career, you know, and a lot of those patches have lent towards someone like Double Matt being able to get that takedown a little bit easier. I mean, you couldn't even get takedowns off strikes, you know, for that long ago. So he's had all these different ways to set his takedowns up now. Slip's going to create more avenues, and slips have become a lot better. So he's been able to get those takedowns. You know, he's been able to shoot against the cage as well. So there's a lot of things that have been implemented to help him implement that top game that he loves so much.
Yep, and sorry guys, we're still just waiting on. We do have a stream up. We're still just waiting on this fight here. Guys are still getting there. I guess they're still getting ready in the back.
Yeah, maybe he had to, you know, go to the bathroom, unwrap his hands.
Yeah, to unwrap his hands, go to the bed, then back, wrap them back up.
We'll take a quick look at that fight card here, guys. It is subject to change.
Let's do that.
We'll remind you of that recently, but we're on fight number 3 right now. Warhammer's taking on Double Matt, and after that, we've got Suspenser, but Peyton is not here tonight. Instead, we have I Punch Santa filling in short notice, so that's going to be a good fight. And then the left-hand side of the card, it's all good. We've got the EK boys showing up, Darth and Till coming in. Against one of the 4 horsemen, Philithi, one of the only 4 horsemen up there, you know, making his way up those rankings there as well, which will be great. And then we've got Bone, Lessons, Cody Dank, Spider, Kinetic Energy is going to be a great fight. Looking forward to that one. So anything stand out to you here, Joe?
Man, this whole card, I mean, especially that Kinetic Energy versus Spider fight is so intriguing because, like you said it early on, man, that's a striker's dream right there. Those 2, you know, on the feet are unbelievable, and that's gonna be. I'm really excited. That's one fight I'm really excited for. But all these fights are great. A lot of camps coming out to rep. The V2 camp, EK camp. You know, I got, you know, the T4H boy in there. You know, he's trying to rep. He's repping, and like I said, man, and all great fights. I'm excited for them all. I love watching this. I love doing this, guys. I love the ESFL. Really do. Yes,
indeed. We are just having a little trouble with this stream right now for this Hammer Double Matt fight. Unfortunately, it seemed to be all right earlier. We could peruse on over to the Suspenser fight. We don't like to change the order of things here, guys. You know, we have
not usually, but
have a fight card for a reason. Yeah, you know, and we put a lot of effort into all of this, as all the team does. But if there is one fight we're waiting on and the next one's ready, we sometimes can bump it up a bit, but we'll just see right now. We'll just see.
Yeah, see if Double Matt gets to. I'm surprised.
Are you able to view the broadcast right now?
Which one?
The Double Matt one. Because I can't even see it.
Yes, actually.
I can't even see it right now.
It's just stuck on the same screen though, unfortunately. Okay. Oh no, they're actually ready. I apologize. Fresh. That was my mistake there.
I am slamming refresh, but getting nothing, which is...
You're not getting... I had trouble getting the stream up at first for some reason, but then eventually it did come up. So it is up, though. Mixer just does not like to... they make you refresh all the time. I don't understand it. It was up. It was fine.
I got it. We're good.
Great.
I'm getting screenshots from the back.
Yeah, Mixer trying to play games.
All right, we got it. Here we go.
Sorry about that, guys.
It's a little green and flickery, but it's here. We got it. Fight number 4 this evening. Fight number 2. Fight number 3. Fight number 4. Fight number 4. Fight number 3. It's fight number 3.
It's fight number 3.
We got it.
So again, we got Warhammer V2 versus Double Mat, and let's see if we're gonna get into this fight here. We got Pat. All right, just updated. We got patch spoilers coming up after this fight, guys. Please stick around. Gameplay dev coming in with the patch drops, patch spoilers. I'm excited.
He knows the best place to do the patch spoilers, you know, and it's here, obviously.
Yeah, he might not do them. He's gonna. I'm not sure if he's dropping them in here or if he's dropping them in chat, but coming soon. And here we go.
Well,
we got our third fight of the night.
I just meant at the ESFL is obviously the best place to do the spoilers. Because we're so awesome, Chair.
Yeah. Oh. Of course we are. All right, now these guys have fought before. They're 2-0, and Warhammer loves to use Brian Ortega. He's gonna look for that submission. Here we go, starting the fight off. Oh, right to the clinch.
Oh, I'm behind you right now. Like, my fight has not started.
Interesting. You need another refresh.
Okay. I do see the clinch, though. We are just getting slow. We're at 450.
We're in a clinch war right now.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. Beautiful knees by Double Mat as well. Man, interrupting. This is going to be really interesting because this is a battle of grapplers, really. When you think about it, when you look at these guys' skill sets and where they've won their previous fights, this is a clinch battle initially, completely different to the previous fights, but both denying, both landing knees. This is high-level clinch game, though. You can just see all the denies coming out. Oh, Double Mat says no. All right, it was initiated by Hammer right there. He was content to be a part of it. Oh my goodness.
Hard to see what's... Oh, big body shots with the knees.
From that full tie, I imagine that he's just going to get into. What's your in-game clock, Jer? Oh, there's the knees. Yeah, we're very far ahead.
I'm getting lag on my end, whereas I see the stream seems to be... Looks like it's running smooth, but my stream is not.
That's okay.
It's all right. Let's try a refresh. I'm still... Yeah. My in-game clock is about 250.
Okay, so you're like 10 seconds ahead. Okay. We'll just have to do some intermittent commentary. You'll just have to wait to hear what I said, and then you can commentate on what's happening. There we go.
Okay.
Some good top position pressure here by Hammer, and this is what it was about. It was about who would win this grappling exchange. But Double Mat obviously went with Aldo. Grappling stats okay, not as good as Ortega. And Hammer will take an advantage of that, working his beautiful elbows from this half guard posture up. And I'm wondering how these positions are going to change in these new patches, because I've found myself posturing up in half guard, landing a couple of shots, going back down to half guard, waiting there, denying a transition, posturing up again. So the fakes coming out, all sorts.
Thank you for that strategy, by the way. But that's a very good strategy. But yeah, I'm interested to see how that, if that happens to change too. This is supposed to be, like I said, the patch spoilers coming. You don't know, the ground could change, especially. Oh, nice slip and nice 1-2 to counter that. Pull counter.
Yeah, Hammer putting on the pressure with Ortega with that beautiful straight right that he has, and there's that slip right there on that head kick and drops him with that straight right. Beautiful job. Coming back forward. And look at this stamina already. It's insane.
Oh, he denied the whip. Wow. You don't see that too often. He denied the whip.
You're still 10 seconds ahead of us.
I apologize.
Yeah, good job right there on that denial. Now the full tie Quint's trying to work the outside chip fake, and they're going to sit that guillotine, going to lock it up. Let's see here. Got two-way escape right now. It's lagging badly. Interesting.
Lagging in a crucial moment for me right now.
Yes, we are experiencing the same thing. It's in-game lag, I'm sure, which is not good during a submission attempt.
All right, guys. I guess we'll have to.
I'm assuming it's going to time out.
I don't know. The whole stream might. I feel like froze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Double mat is. Ooh. Okay. That's unfortunate, guys. We're gonna try to figure that out. Wow, that was intense too, right at the end there. I mean, he had the submission
from a guillotine. That's a 2-stage right there as well.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough for him to get out of. I mean, the fight may have continued. It might have been over right there. But we don't know.
That was a 2-gate submission, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, that was. All right.
It was an interesting. It was an interesting matchup up to that point. I mean, we got two of the ESFL's best grapplers went at it. And that clinch battle at the start was just awesome.
It really was. I love to see that. I love to see that because, like I said, we've seen a lot of striking in this game. So, of course, you know, when you get a straight grappling match kind of like that, you know, it's a little refreshing. You know, see, that's a different type of skill level right there. You know, stand-up is completely different than the ground game. You know, they're two different worlds. So, you know, it's always refreshing to get a little bit of both.
Well, you always see new things as well, like the whip deny and stuff like that, that people spend more time in those positions. They just, you know, have a lot of reps, and they just, there are other strategies that come out and other counter strategies they're just more used to, you know, because it happens more often because they're always in those positions. There we go. Right, so we'll jump on to the next fight and we'll let you know. Oh no, before we do that, there's going to be some patch spoilers in the chat. Can
you guys hear me?
We are being joined. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Very good. How are you this evening?
Good.
I'm doing really well. Too bad about that last fight. That's unfortunate.
Yes,
but
that's
I'm
true.
excited to drop some patch spoilers here.
Wonderful. Please let us know.
Excited.
All right. So one of the problems we've been hearing a lot, especially from you competitive guys, is that there's not enough ways to set up takedowns. Takedowns are too hard, and there's not a lot of ways to set them up and really try and execute takedowns based on what your opponent's doing. So the next set of spoilers is all centered around takedowns and trying to find ways to allow you to set them up and also add some more variety to takedowns. So what we've done is, first off, just on the gameplay tuning side, we've made it so that if your opponent is moving towards you when you try and execute a double leg takedown, the denial window is shortened by 20%. And if your opponent's moving away from you when you try and execute a single leg takedown, the denial window is also reduced by 20%. So this gives you a reason to shoot for a single leg versus a double leg based on what your opponent's doing. So that's the first piece. The next piece, double leg takedowns kind of have a good niche. You duck under a strike and you can shoot for a double leg if you're close. But single legs don't have terribly good range in the game. They don't have a lot of purpose. So we captured an all-new takedown type, a low ankle pick, single leg takedown.
We can ankle pick? That's amazing.
It's a beautiful looking animation.
Can you fake it?
It behaves exactly the same as the other takedown. So
fake ankle pick.
You can't fake it, but you can dive in on the ankle and then release.
Oh, awesome.
Similar to how you could grab the leg with a single. So the ankle pick has considerably more range than the traditional single leg that's been in the game since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So you can shoot for the ankle pick from step kick range if your opponent's stationary.
Oh wow!
If your opponent is moving backwards, you can shoot for the ankle pick from kick range. And if your opponent's using that defensive straight arm retreat, you can shoot for the ankle pick from any range. So that gives you quite a bit of range options for the ankle pick. And again, if your opponent's retreating, you get that 20% reduction in the denial window. So hopefully this gives the grapplers the tools they need to set up those takedowns. So the ankle pick, you execute it the same way that you execute a regular single leg.
Okay.
But it's only available for fighters who have a takedown rating of 87 or higher.
Right.
And it's purely contextual, so it's based on your range and the movement of your opponent.
Awesome. So you just be able to shoot a little further out.
Christmas is coming early,
That's
man.
Awesome.
I'm giggling over.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how people put this into use. And like I said, it's a beautiful animation. Think Khabib or Damian Maia kind of driving down right on the ankle, putting the shoulder just below the knee, and then getting up and lifting the leg way above their head and dumping them back down into side control. So yeah, it ends in side control. That's the other piece.
Damn. Especially because you can always tell, it's just a big tell if your opponent's closing that distance and you know they're a grappler. If they stop striking and they're taking that extra step forward, you know that something's coming, whether it's a clinch attempt or a takedown, because you have to be that little bit closer than you would be, you know, in that striking range. So now it can be completely unexpected from the regular kicking distance. You know, we can now shoot those takedowns. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and the other important piece to keep in mind is the denial reduction on double legs when your opponent's moving towards you. So this would be another tool for people who are having trouble with pressure fighting. This is another way to deal with pressure fighters, especially for grapplers. So I think people are really going to like these changes. And I've got one more small patch spoiler, but I think it's particularly relevant to this audience. We've added a rematch option to Quick Fights Online. So I know not a big deal, but I think it's going to be a huge time saver for people who like playing online. So I know it's been asked for a long time. It took us longer than we wanted to get that feature in, but it'll be coming. So
that's a beautiful idea too, especially for the trash talkers. Maybe instead of getting a message, you'll just get a rematch invite. You know what I mean?
This is like it's quick match. Everyone calm down. It's like no rematch.
That's beautiful stuff right there, man. Wow, I'm sitting over here so excited. I can't.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jeff.
That's all I got for tonight. Yeah, that's all I've got for tonight. There'll be a few more patch spoilers coming out tomorrow, so check me out on Twitter.
I think there's one more big question, man. The chat wants to know: are you running in 2020?
Am I running in 2020? Oh man, I gotta stay away from that as much as I possibly can.
Thank you so much, man. That's been awesome.
All right, enjoy the rest of the fights, guys.
Thank you. Have a good night, Jeff.
Thank you so much.
Good night.
Wow, there you have it, guys.
Crazy. Damn. All right. It's all happening.
And then, I know, right? And then look, we got this next fight ready. You grapplers out there, that's huge. I mean, I'm a grappler. I'll be honest. I feel like I'm an all-around fighter, but as somebody that enjoys the grappling aspect, man, I'm super excited for those changes, and I'm super excited to check out that new takedown too.
Yeah, I think something that's just been well received by everybody, just regardless, has just always been new animations, because it just expands and you throw something completely new at you. And I think a new takedown animation is just going to add a lot to that, a bit of variation and distance.
I feel like that's been the best part about a lot of these patches, has been some of these new animations. Rather than just trying to tune the game, just maybe a couple new animations might really just do the trick. And then he did, like he explained, they fine-tuned the double leg and the single leg when moving forward, when moving backwards. And I believe our fight is starting. We got Suspensa V2 versus I Punch Santa.
Yeah, Santa foiling on short notice here. It's going to be a tough matchup between, two veterans. And Santa has been fighting a lot recently. Didn't come into the ESFL right at the start, but has now sort of been around for a while. So, yeah, we'll see how he matches up. Props to him for filling on short notice. We saw the short notice fighter earlier on tonight absolutely tear through the competition. So we'll see if it's a similar case. You can show up and get a nice easy win, or you'll have to go back. But Santa right there, great striker. He's fought a lot of the best people up here. I don't have his recent record. I don't know about you, Cher.
I don't either, but I do know he's fought. I mean, he's fought at least, I feel like, at least 6 or 7 times now. He's definitely, I believe he's on the positive side. I Punch Santa is no slouch. He's going up against a tough guy in Suspensa, man. And this is going to be... Suspensa is, some people, they like to say he has one of the best dominant cruises in the game.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm interested, of course, that movement that he uses. So it's always enjoyable to see him use that dominant cruise movement.
Hell yes. And he's coming off a loss right now to Bone Doing Work. That was 2 ESFLs ago. But he's on that one fight skid. He's been doing better. Currently 4-6. Ranked number 57th in the world. He's been around for a while, so we'll see what he can make of this fresh matchup. Change of opponent, last minute. We're going to get it. ESFL 31. Here we go, guys. Patch spoilers coming in. Let's see. Let's see if just a short notice nerves would affect Santa, and he's got to find a Suspensor's face and not swing and hit the air when you're playing a Dominic Cruz.
Yeah, look at the slips that he's already doing with Dominic Cruz. I mean, like I said, he's got that head. I don't know what the stat is exactly, but I believe he has one of the highest head movements in the game.
Yeah, and he is firing these 4-punch combos after all these fakes coming out.
The way he's moving his head, and he's trying to improve, but I mean, it's very smooth, but I mean, it taxes stamina, so I'm interested to see how that plays out.
It doesn't tax a lot of Dominic Cruz's stamina, though, because he's basically never stops ever, right? I like how Suspensor's going to the leg kicks. I mean, that's definitely something I would think that Santa wants to implement. There we go, gets a nice low leg kick in there off that rear leg, definitely. But trading on the inside like this, Suspensor content to just get out of the way of that lead uppercut. That could have been real damaging for him. But he's getting right on the inside and slipping around and trading, and that's not where you want to be. Ooh, against Cody Garbrandt, because he's got those short power punches right in nice and tight. But we'll see.
He's working that leg. He's working that leg really well, but yeah, careful. He doesn't want to get pressured too much, like you said, by Cody Garbrandt, especially tight hooks. That's could be, could be an easy night.
We're back. Bloody hell. Ooh. Yeah, I was going to say the kicks from Santa. He hasn't thrown too many from Suspensor. Suspensor's not throwing too many kicks, but giving those kicks, they do give your opponent time to sort of close that distance, you know. So maybe that's why he's not going to them. Nice little inside leg kick into the straight right, comes back with the left hook, now goes back to the outside leg kick straight right. So he's really mixing up here, mixing up his attacks, his looks. But here goes Santa now. He's chopping down. The switch stance already come out from Suspensor, and he'll have no problem switching stance throughout the fight. But it's just going to, you know, limit his offense and his arsenal just a little bit.
Yeah, but Punch Santa's doing a great job conserving his stamina, which is going to really play a part if this fight goes a little bit farther. But he's got to be careful of these counters as well, though, and those leg strikes. I mean, it's only going to take so many more strikes before that leg starts blinking every couple hits.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's so much power in that right hand as well, so he's got to watch it doesn't jab right hand or the rear uppercut comes through with the left hook behind it, and then he's got to be real careful here. But Suspensor able to stay in there right now. Beautiful slip off that jab again. Straight left and then lead roundhouse, which is so fast right there. He's able to get that off of a slip of a jab. It's insane. But you are right, stamina starting to play a factor. Suspensor having to work that body now. That's going to help him. Things like that. If you can sit on the outside and bait out those big long-range techniques. But there you go. Throws a roundhouse to the leg and gets closed in with the 1-2. So these kicks, although they're effective, they're helping win the range bout. It's giving Santa time to close that distance.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great round. But I mean, that was a close round, I thought. I mean, I don't know how you had it. Personally thought that was actually kind of a close round. Even with Cruz fighting off his back foot, he did a lot. Said this game is a lot of this game is about damage, and I felt like Cruz, he did a little bit more damage, but Suspensor, I don't feel like he conserved his stamina enough that round, especially the first round. The first round is crucial. You gotta conserve your stamina in the first round.
Yeah, we'll see going forward here. Some good leg kicks from both fighters as well, and I definitely think that Suspensor landed a lot more, but he's also throwing a lot more, and we saw him coming out throwing the 4 and 5 punch combinations, so I think that will play a factor. But, you know, he'll recover well. I'd like to see him hit the body after them slips. That will maybe give him some of that stamina back. But Santa's been real conservative here, man. He's doing a lot of jabbing, not throwing the rest of his strikes unless he's in the distance. Big roundhouse to the body there is nice, then 2 big hooks, and now Santa's coming forward. Again, that lead roundhouse to the body is good, but it's just giving Santa that chance to close that distance a little bit tighter.
Yeah, and Suspensor's doing a good job of countering. He's waiting. He's blocking for the first 2, and then he's going for the counter. But, I mean, like I said, Punch Santa still has the stamina advantage, and he needs to use that.
I'd like to see a takedown attempt come out from Suspensor.
I was going to say, both these fighters actually have fairly decent grappling for this division. This division doesn't, but this division doesn't have too many grapplers, I feel like.
It doesn't really, and Santa's made that switch to southpaw there. He's back to orthodox now, and damn, we saw Suspensor firing nice and clean on the inside right there, which is just so dangerous to be with a Cody Garbrandt, but he's staying there nice and calm, getting some good offense off. Some big strikes is going to slow down that forward offense of Santa, who's weaving his head around like a maniac right there. Ooh, try to go 3-punch combo and end with a kick. When you're that close and you're trying to end a combination with a kick, it's always real dangerous. Yep, and there's that lead roundhouse from Santa. I think just the accumulation of these short shots now is starting to add up for Spencer. His health is starting to tick down a little bit, but Santa's isn't exactly high either right now, so it's very competitive still in terms of the head stat right here.
Yeah, I mean, neither fighter's backing off. When they both strike, they're both striking in the pocket, it seems like. They're not using their range. Oh, nice one.
Yeah, so Spencer, he was throwing a couple of kicks just a little bit too close of range, but now he's going back to putting them at the end of combos, putting them in places where he knows they're going to land. He knows he's not going to get crowded or intercepted, and that's much better. He's more of that, less of these tight kicks on the inside. Nice little hook combinations there, ending with that lead hand. He's having more success here in southpaw because he's getting that right hand into play, and there it is again, just as I say, it catches the rock with it.
And he's just showing them swaying moves right there.
Again, slipping that
Nice
jab.
slip. Oh.
Flicking that stick. Santa's staying southpaw as well here. Maybe he wants to work that outside leg kick.
Yeah, he definitely he's got to try to catch him with one of them hooks. You know, the hooks are big for Garbrandt, so see if you can work one of those combos. And oh, nice denial. Or no, I'm sorry, he didn't deny it. Oh wow. But I thought he checked the leg kick. I'm sorry.
He doubled up on the jab right there, and he got slipped twice as well.
Wow. Definitely something to notice there. Like I said, I feel like Cody is going to come out with a huge stamina advantage, but yeah, big body kick right there.
Bam, that leg is red.
A leg kick.
Yeah, man, this is a close fight right now.
It really is. When it comes to damage right now, I'm not really sure who's up. It's hard to tell when you don't have the meters up. But yeah, I don't know how this fight is gonna go, man. We got round 3 coming up.
This is a great example of, you know, a short notice fight that turns out to be like two guys that should be matched up right now, because this is even. This is really even. This.
I would say so too. Like I said, besides the stamina advantage, I think that Cody, that punch Santa's going to come out with, though, is definitely going to be. We'll find out right here. Round 3, guys.
I feel like the stamina advantage is largely due to the fact, though, that Spencer is throwing more. You know, he is throwing these 4-punch combinations, and Santa's just
he's moving ahead a lot more.
He is. Santa's jabbing, doing a lot of jabbing, which is working for him. He is landing some other big strikes as well, but Spencer's ending these kicks. Ending these combinations with kicks, and he's, you know, getting these 3-4 punch combinations off there, 2, 3, and then in with a 1 again to back out. Outside leg kick, and he'll go back this time to the inside leg kick, but there's a straight left on the inside. Good job here from Spencer. Now going to turn that pressure up a little bit, but he's got to be careful. And Santa wants it in that pocket nice and tight, but it's just not able to capitalize, Joe.
No, and as long as he's conserving his strikes, or like I keep saying, I apologize to conserve. As long as he's got to watch his shot selection, because he doesn't want to overthrow with the stamina that he's got right now either, and end up with no stamina and get hit by a Cody Garb.
Yeah, for sure. He did a beautiful little slip there and ripped the body, which is what's going to bring him back in the stamina game. But there we go, ends that combination off that straight left with that lead roundhouse to the body again. And he's getting a couple of rocks right here now. Santa's going to have to start being even more careful about what he's doing. The uppercut was so close to his face.
Yeah, what?
That lead uppercut from Spencer.
That would have been 9-9 for him, I think.
Oh, man, so close. Lead uppercut for Spencer is there off that head sway to the right-hand side. Off that straight left. There, he's looking for it right there. That lead uppercut for Spencer's right there for him. Ooh, tried to get it in there right there. Man, these guys are trading.
This is, yeah, I know. I don't even know. I can't tell you. I don't know who's winning this fight. It seems fairly even to me, but I don't know. Maybe I'm. I think maybe Spencer has the edge.
I think he's definitely winning this round for sure.
Yeah. He's picked it up. He stepped it up. Oof. Oh. Beautiful head movement. Oh. And Cody's still trying to pressure forward, and Suspense is coming back with counters. He's answering.
And he keeps trying to find a home for that lead uppercut, but I feel like Cody's head stat is just insane right now. He's taking so many shots on the chin.
I think Suspensa has read that pattern now, and now he's easily able to slip that.
Pillow hands, that's what they call him, isn't it?
Pillow hands. I wouldn't necessarily say that. I don't know why they call him that.
He's landed a lot. 5 seconds left.
Wow.
There we go.
Fight.
That was a good fight.
Please don't pause.
You want to see. Boom.
I always want to hear the decision. See what they show. I know. You never know with the replays, too. They throw you off.
It's always leg kicks, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. This fight, all of the replays have been leg kicks.
Boom.
Look, there's another another big leg kick right there.
God, he slipped that jab beautifully, though. You see that?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds,
Here we go.
Harry looks banged up.
29-28.
2 rounds to 1.
The winner by unanimous decision.
There we go. Good win for Suspensa. There we go. Props once again there for filling in on short notice, but good performance by Suspensa, man. Stayed on him, showcases Dominic Cruz. Really good head movement, and he was trading in the pocket, which is the most impressive thing about that fight to me. When you see a Cody, whenever, especially if it's like a TJ Dillashaw matchup, whenever you get in that pocket against a Cody, that's the one place you don't want to be. You want to get out of there, you know. You don't want to be anywhere near a Cody tight on the inside with them hooks, but he fought that fight on the inside and made it work for him.
He did. He did his best to counter. He used his head movement. He did great with his shot selection, and he came out with the win. Well deserved. Great job, Suspensa.
Exactly right. Next fight is ready to go. So failing any mishaps we had getting the first fights going, I say we jump straight in. We've got Mr. EK Darth taking on LTK Captain Lust. I think it's Lieutenant. Captain.
Nice to note here that EK Darth is in the top 15.
Yeah.
He's 3-5. Darth is coming off a win against Prodigies at ESFL 29. So he's got his first fight. He's looking to go on a winning streak tonight. Lust is coming off a win against I'm So Good at ESFL 29 also. So they fought on the same card. They get matched up here. Again, ranked 14 fighter, and Lust V2 is ranked 49, so he's also in the top 50. So this is a big test for him against EK Darth.
Yeah, man, we'll see how he can do, you know, like, I mean, he did look good in those performances. 2-1 is his record right now, so he's only had 3 fights, but, you know, often we do match up some of these newcomers with some of the vets at the top, because, you know, if you talk a big game and you look good, you can catapult yourself up these divisions, you know, and get these bigger fights, but we'll see how he handles Darth, man, because Darth is a handful, you know, requires handling.
Oh, I do know. I fought Darth many a times. He's very well-rounded. He knows what he's doing everywhere. Striking, he knows the ground, he knows the clinch. And like I said, Lust V2 coming in for his 4th fight in the ESFL. Big test for him going up against the number 14 guy in the ESFL.
Yeah, and yeah, Lust right here. I mean, he's shown a lot of good pressure fighting, but again, like, definitely more striking. But he can fight everywhere. And picking up John Jones, I don't know if he's trying to counterpick or if he's been playing with him a lot recently, because when you look across who you're fighting, EK Darth, we've seen him play Jones, you know, at least 2 times now, 2 or 3 times, and EK Darth probably has the best John Jones I've ever seen in the ESFL. I mean, he was the first person I saw pick him up, really, and use him well, and he fought so well, man. We saw the elbows, we saw teeps, front kicks, we saw leg kicks, beautiful straight punches.
I'll say it's funny that you say that, because, you know, the first person I always thought that came to mind for me was actually EK Preacher, I'll be honest.
There we go.
He showed up early, and I remember one of his earlier fights. He displayed his striking. He didn't even really grapple that match. I can't remember exactly who he was fighting, but he displayed John Jones's like his very diverse skill set. But like you said, EK Darth does the same thing. I mean, both coming out of the same camp, so this should be a great fight, man.
Yeah, man. I think it's just a case of, I mean, this is going to be interesting because John Jones, when you're playing as John Jones, you just need time and space to operate. Oh, we do have the commentators on. Oh, this isn't good. All right, we're going to turn this down a little bit for you guys so you don't get double commentators going on here. Maybe they can switch it off between the rounds. But here we go, guys. The 5th fight of the night right now. We've got the first of the EK boys showing up. EK Darth taking on Captain Lust here. And beautiful. Look straight in on that double leg against the cage. Going to get that body lock straight away. Belly to belly suplex. Wasting no time here.
Wow, already.
Am I hearing music as well?
Yeah, I thought that was just me.
Do I have 2 streams on, or is there music in the fight? This is an interesting experience.
That doesn't sound like that song from the soundtrack. I think
it is. It is a song from the soundtrack.
I don't have your. No, it's not from your stream though. I think it's the soundtrack.
It doesn't matter. Let's talk about this fight. Holding this side control position
I apologize.
Right here, and this is Jones on his back. Not the best stats. Not too bad though. Takes a mount position. Darth just wasting no time. Just saying to Lust, I'm going to take you down. I'm going to show you my ground game. This is where we're going to have this fight, and this is such a great strategy just to wear your opponent down. I mean, the best time to take down your opponent is in the opening, moments of the first round. Just get them half beaten before the fight's even started. Beat them up, hurt the block, drain the stamina. Even if they do get back up, you already have an advantage.
He got it.
He did, man. Beautiful.
But that's what I love to do too. If you can get somebody down early enough, wear them out a little bit. If they eventually get up, you got a nice advantage on your opponent.
Or they'll just rage quit. It's the same thing. So.
Yeah, rage quit. You could do that too. I've had that happen plenty of times.
Darth
Hold somebody down for 10 minutes. 10 minutes of control, man.
Darth doing a lot of fakes right here, looking to get that backside sweep. Doesn't get it. Gonna keep faking the foot on the hips here. We'll see with the reads that they get made on the top by Lust. Lust staying nice and patient here, which is real good. Pushing down on that hip, gets denied, but stops the backside transition here. I'm going to work the body, fake double to the right. I'm going to posture up. Yeah, try and get them elbows in, but doesn't block.
There it is.
The foot on the hips. Get up, and now we're back on the feet here, and we're going to see what happens. 2 John Jones fight each other.
Yeah, this is wild right now too, because I mean EK Darth is blowing a little bit more stamina, but he definitely has the advantage when it comes to damage. Lust's head and block is definitely broken down a bit.
Yeah, both fighters are just struggling to find the range right here, but beautiful leg kick catch. Lust gets a check straight to the face there with his leg elevated and straight into the clinch for Darth. Ooh, double denies though. This is good. Old school hip toss. Oh, he's got it.
There it is. There. Yep. Darth, like I said, he knows he's well-rounded everywhere, so you got to be careful.
Gets a little drag back there for the hip toss. Not always a takedown we see executed very often. It can be quite hard to get that one off, but does a great job there with 5 seconds left in the first round, just pounding out his kidneys.
Yeah, he did not care. He was just winging there. Few seconds left on the clock. Great first round. I thought from EK Darth. Lust did a good job of getting up off his back, reverse, or pulling off that sweep. Let's see what he can do in round 2.
Yeah, he did retake top position, and he did well to hold it. Didn't do much damage, but he held it, which is going to give him some confidence. Maybe show Darth that he knows what he's doing on the ground, make him a bit more reluctant. But he did get 2 beautiful takedowns from the clinch. Did Darth, and both power takedowns, high level takedowns, and oh, beautiful left hook.
Another big rock.
Yeah, and here we go. Darth now keeping that pressure against the cage, and he's not kicking that much. He's implementing those kicks when he needs to. And Lust here has to find some way of stopping this forward pressure. I'd love to see some spinning elbows, something. Just get some stuff off. Beautiful slip. Straight right comes through. It's going to stop some of that pressure.
Ooh.
And there's a double under again. Got that body lock against the cage.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going for the
he got it.
It's not a lateral drop, is it?
Oh.
It's a suicide throw.
I think it's just considered a body lock. Wasn't that?
Well, that was when.
I'm not even sure what throw. That's a.
It's when I
can't believe I don't remember the name of that throw.
Yeah, when you are being double undered.
He's got him in tie clinch. Can you hold him there?
Don't have hooks, so you just lock the elbows and then.
I always find the tie clinch to be one of the most difficult positions to hold, and some people are very talented at doing that.
Yeah, yeah, against the cage. Yeah, some people get really good at that. I wouldn't know who that would be. Not me, of course. It looks like we're going to run back.
Lust pushing it. Lust is pushing forward. He's trying to keep Darth against the cage. Darth, I think, needs to grapple him up again. Lust is the one that grapples him.
Yeah, I mean, Lust is getting a little bit beaten up on the feet. He ate that left hook that dropped him. Yeah, and the fakes are coming out here. Fakes into that full tie is going to get it. Releases, though. Okay, maybe Darth wants to give it a little bit of the striking a go here. Ooh, big left hook into the single collar, and he gets it. You know, today I only just found out how to throw uppercuts from the clinch. Pounding on him now, Lust. Same space we saw Darth finish that round, nice and top and heavy.
Here, I don't know why. Yeah, you were muted there for a minute. I don't know if you were actually muted or not. Yeah, that's why I was talking. I apologize.
No, it's okay.
I couldn't hear. But we have you was winging. I never understood that. When you have when you get the sprawl position, it doesn't seem like the person on top has a grapple advantage.
Well, it's kind of a little risky sometimes to sit to that backside when you have that position, you know. It's nice to see the implementation of those transitions in UFC 3 now, that you can get those sweeps off whilst you're on your knees there in that sprawl position, so you have options. But here we go, looking up a Kimura here from an under over. Wow. Going to sit back to it. He's got that half guard position, two-way submission here, and he gets the first one. Oh my goodness, the pain on John Jones's face.
There was 1 second left.
It was close.
You needed 1 more second.
Damn. And I believe that was Lust going for that Kimura right there. Just for clarification.
Sometimes, you go by the trunks. You got blue, and you have Lust in the champ shorts.
Yeah. Oof. The left hook has been a real big weapon for both fighters on the feet here, but it's been a case of swing a few punches and grab that clinch, not the technical striking display we've seen from previous fighters on John Jones. Lovely
beautiful
single.
Takedown.
Goes for the high crotch.
Oh, Joe Rogan. I beat Joe Rogan to the punch with that comment. I just realized there was commentary in there.
Yes, that's why we've turned this one down a little bit.
Yeah, okay. I didn't notice. I couldn't even hear it. I think the music was distracting me as well.
Yeah, this is just how the first round started for Darth as well. Gets that takedown nice and early.
Beautiful job holding him here. Oh, big down. He got the crucifix. This is really dangerous right here for Lust.
Oh, yeah. First deny comes off nicely there as well. It can be super hard to get out of as well, especially with a good player. But no, he's back to that side saddle. Roll into his back here wisely. I'd sit up for the clinch here. Got a no block left. Head's going down for Lust, but he's going to roll to side control. And here comes the Kimura again. Going to grab them wrists and try and lock it up. It's 5 stages, but this is just going to put pressure on the arm. Lower that block even more.
Oh, wow. He's got a... Oh, he gets out in a second.
Using that cage. Going to get it. No. Good job.
No. Nice.
And here comes more elbows, and this is looking bad for Lust right now. 2 minutes 30.
It's only taken... Oh, he goes for another submission. This could be really bad now. This could be really bad. 4-gate.
It's nice to see a full range of attacks right here from EK Darth that's led him to this point so far in the fight. This is his submissions attempts been coming out. It looks like he's got it. Top ways there, though.
Oh, he gets out.
Push down on the hips, and he's out.
Oh, no. All he needs is a couple punches here, though. Look how low his head health is. Oh,
here comes the stack guard. He might be able to finish him from stack right here. Bam. Bam.
No.
Bam.
No.
That's it.
Oh.
The TKO. Oh.
EK Darth.
Throws his legs.
Stack guard kick. Wow.
Wow. You don't see that every day.
Wow.
And that's just evidence of the previous patch, I think. Just showing that accumulation of damage on the floor. The recovery time's a lot slower, you know. So when you do get hurt, you're not really recovering as fast as you might would, you know, in other positions. So got hurt from that crucifix, and then got those side control elbows. And then that guillotine really took some
Wow,
health stats off. And then, yeah, postured up in the stat guard, just raining down straight shots to the ear right here. I love the way he just threw the legs to the side as well. Darth making a statement, coming back strong. Beautiful performance here tonight.
Beautiful job by both fighters. Darth just he put in more work for it. He worked a little bit harder for it seemed like, and he pulled off a beautiful win, man. I love seeing that stat guard finish. That was awesome.
Yeah, you don't see that every day. It might be one of the first times I've seen it there.
I think that might be one of the first that might be the first stat guard finish.
There we go.
Beautiful fight, guys. Great job. Congrats, EK Darth. Beautiful win. Moving up there. He's climbing, man. He's reaching for that title now.
He is, man. He's making his way up there. Number 14 in the world. Another win here for him. It's going to carry him that a little bit further. We'll see what he can get. You know, another fight next week. Maybe one of the winners here. Maybe I'd like to see him fight Cody. If Cody can pick up a win here tonight. But Cody might be in line for a title shot if he gets a win too. So we'll see what happens. But
yeah,
we are gonna.
It looks like we're going back a fight.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna run back that double mat Yeshwan Hammer fight. It looks like someone else is hosting this one this time, and it looks a lot nicer than it did before here, guys. So we're gonna run this one back, and it was interesting to see these two grapplers match up here. So we'll see how it plays out now. It was what was the first round I think we left it off at, so there wasn't that much action fought, but there was a very tight submission attempt, and I believe it's the same weight class.
I believe Hammer had a rock that round as well.
Yeah,
he did that pull counter. He popped him off there, but you know what? It's a totally different fight. These guys are gonna go at it again to make this official. We had a lag out, so what can you do?
Not have a lag out.
Yeah, not have a lag out. Easier said than done, right? And it looks like though he's definitely gonna change. I think back to Brian Ortega.
Yes, it's like they almost don't know that we're watching them. Look
Yeah,
at that 98 head movement on Conor McGregor. That's disgusting, isn't
like
it?
just everything. I know.
98, and he got a 99 accuracy.
The accuracy, I know.
Straight left.
It's just looking at those stats. It's unbelievable.
That switch stance stat shouldn't be that high. I've never seen him fight orthodox.
I'll just say I've been playing a lot of UT, you know, just to mix it up a bit, and it's unbelievable the people with 5-star Conor McGregor's in UT. What they can do with them.
I don't even want to think about it.
I mean, 100 speed, 100 power, 100 accuracy, 100 head movement, you know, like on top of the perk.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's wild.
Arcade mode.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know what Holloway's switch stance is, but I mean, Holloway's someone who switched stances frequently mid-combination, and it's probably around the same level as McGregor's. And I've never seen McGregor out of the southpaw stance, so I don't know why that should be. It would bring down his overall stats, but
I've seen Conor switch stance, but he doesn't stay. He'll go I've seen him go one way and then go right back to the other, just maybe to just do it as foot. You know, just a little bit of foot. Yeah, but I don't know if he should. Hey, you know, I don't know who does the stats, but I don't know. I don't even know if Conor's changed since the game's been released.
I'm sure he can fight out of both stances fine.
All right, we got Double Mat again versus Warhammer V2. Same matchup, Jose Aldo versus Brian Ortega.
Yeah, and this was a good fight. It was nicely contested. Obviously, the stat advantage on the ground went to Hammer, and he got that fight there as quick as he could. There was a clinch attempt immediately as soon as this fight began, so we'll see if that's happening again. But Double Mat with his Jose Aldo pick up here, and then Yeshwan Hammer grabbing that Ortega pick. Damn, they're ripping these hooks and straights right now.
Yeah. Double Mat, I don't think was happy with that first fight. He's coming out vicious.
I'd love to see some leg kicks from Double Mat, see if he can mix them in for that straight right, that right leg kick right after it. But he wants to be real careful because Yesh is trying to close this distance for those clinch attempts, but also try and get his straight and his uppercut in here. And I hope this doesn't lag out for us. Right, there we go.
Yeah. Ooh, nice combo. He's trying to land that jab straight head kick.
Yeah, but these are 1-2, and now he gets that clinch, blocks a knee though, and gets a transition to the over-under, but swim in there, Yesh in that double under now, and this is bad for double mat. That body lock high is right there. Ooh, gets out of it though. And now gets his own.
I thought he had that.
Oh!
Gets the back clinch.
Good job.
Oh.
Denies as well against the cage, and double just turned that right around there. Good job by Matt. Just showing composure in the clinch, especially when you're not being the aggressor.
I have to say, and as you commentate over time too, and you watch these fighters, you see the progression in their game. They might keep the same game plan, but you see the progression that they made with their game plans.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, everyone's learning from each other and watching each other and playing each other. And
absolutely.
I mean, the patches I think have just helped everybody adapt their game a little bit and add new tools and stuff. So definitely, but I'd love to see some leg kicks from double mat. You just got to find the right distance so he doesn't need that straight right. But even if
I'll be honest, during this patch, I did not see people do. Some people I think did. Some people did not utilize the leg kicks enough to get that grapple advantage for takedowns as well. I think that was part of the grappling problem. Was leg kicks were supposed to be the big thing with the patch, and not too many people did it. We've seen it. Oh, he's going for that. Oh, he's
again,
going for it
man.
again.
Maybe he feels like he can get it. Snatching up that neck. Ooh, he had it. He had an opportunity. Kind of not able to see these transitions right here, but he's wrapped up a triangle. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. I think he's gonna. No, he's out. He's out. Just double mat wisely, like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna stand up now. Defensive jiu-jitsu.
One flick away from winning that. Oh, beautiful. That's what he did last time.
Yeah, that's how he got rocked before.
Oh.
Man, that straight right of Ortega is nasty.
I'll tell you what, Warhammer does a great job with Ortega because Ortega doesn't have the best striking stats, but he's making it look like he's got some good striking stats.
Ooh, good stuff for the takedown as well.
That takedown right there, that takedown defense, I'm not sure what it's called exactly. I've seen that many. That is so difficult to deny that. I mean, how do you say it? Take somebody down that can use that. I don't know how else to put it into words. It's difficult for me.
Yeah.
That was beautiful by Warhammer V2 doing that the takedown defense. I wish I could remember. Right to the double under.
Show of respect, which is good. A little touch of gloves. All right. Oh, and there's that leg kick. And then checks one. Oh, beautiful work by double mat. If he landed that knee, that would have been KO of the freaking year right there. Like jab leg kick, block the leg kick, 1-2 head kick, flying knee. That would have been great. But no, ends up on his back. Let's see if he can make his way out of this.
Yeah.
Did a good job surviving on the ground. All those submission attempts, though, it's scary when you're on the mat with someone and they're just trying to sub you wisely, going straight for the get up here. We need more
I think because he does not want Warhammer to be on his back with the submissions that he has.
Oh, of course not. Nice deny right there. Let's go look for that one.
Ooh, beautiful.
Re-entry by Hammer, and he gets it. Nice knee. This clinch battle has been contested quite hotly. Double mat been doing well in the clinch when he's been there. Wisely breaking. He keeps looking for that head kick as well. He's landed it a few times, but see the pull counter coming out here. He don't want him to get pull countered miss. That's how he did end up on his back and nearly submitted in their first little match they had earlier on.
Yeah, and with all these submission attempts, they're not taking a huge toll on double mat right now. So he doesn't have. Oh, he denied it that time.
Good job by double mat right there, especially because Yesh went back to his bread and butter, his fake outside trip, punch to the face, deny, and then into the guillotine. But good job there, stopping that guillotine. You do not. If you need to know how to block that, if you're fighting upright, I'll tell you, you're in the ESFL.
Absolutely. And they're just, I'm loving. I'll be honest, I'm loving this fight right now. I mean, the mix between the striking and the grappling, it's been very good. I mean, so Double Matt's gonna have to be really careful now. His stamina is really going down.
Ooh. I love the little outside knee chop that comes down. They're just hugging there for a second. Let's both just stop. Double unders. Wins the battle of the underhooks. I tell you what, if Dominic Cruz would be commentating, he'd be enjoying this right now. He tries to get the triangle choke. So good. Double Matt all over it. He does have a bit of a advantage so far in this round. He got the rock off of that head kick nice and early.
Denial. See, this is where the stamina is going to come into play big time. He gets the takedown.
Oh. Here comes an inverted triangle here as well, which is not good. I'm wondering if it's not a two-stage, so he's all right for now. But Hammer's got the pressure on top. He's got 30 seconds.
Gotta be careful.
I think he has time to finish it. Double Matt's got to find another way out.
Oh no!
Pushing top and bottom, he gets it.
Ooh.
Sweeps as well.
He keeps getting close with those submissions, but
so
every time
many.
he gets towards the end there.
So many attempts at this stage.
And look at the stats too. They're not very off. This fight, I think, is they're saying they're saying Jose Aldo needs to finish. I wouldn't necessarily agree with that.
I think it depends on how they score the sub attempts, doesn't it?
I mean, in my experience playing the game, sub attempts don't really count for too much, to be honest. That's me. I'm not really sure when it comes to the scorecards. I think one of these guys are going to need a finish, probably just to make it decisive. But when it comes to the judges, you never know. It's about damage, and I've seen Double Matt doing a little bit more damage.
Oh! Tried to come out and do the same thing right there. He's been looking for that head kick so much, it's costing him a lot of stamina. And also, it's giving him like less than half. So Yesh is able just to walk forward and just sling a 4-punch combination his way. And he's been able to set up his clinch attempts off that a little bit as well. But he has landed that kick a few times. Yeah, goes to it twice. Maybe not the best idea. And now he's on his back again. Once the grappling gets initiated between these two, it doesn't seem to stop for a while.
No.
Like once the exchange has begun, lovely. And into Mount as well. And now Matt's gonna. Oh no!
Oh, see, he does not want to. He does not want to get pushed to full guard and go for that 2-gate. He does not want to get 2-gated.
And this is where he doesn't want to be. That guillotine attempt will come out here.
No, not here either.
Ooh, the guillotine's coming.
Two places he probably does not.
Here comes the guillotine. It's faking that trip. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, no,
looks like he denied. Good job by Matt.
Oh,
he needs to get out of here though. Now this is bad. This could be it right here.
Really bad.
Matt's in real bad trouble. That knee to the body made all the difference, and now he's pushing two directions.
Oh no!
He's got to find the third way out. Top and bottom. He's going for it. He's not going to get it, and there we go.
Wow!
Beautiful job by Hammer. Persistency.
Took a few tries, but he got it. He was persistent with that submission.
I don't think persistency is a word. I'm too tired at this point to know if persistency is a word.
He was very, I don't know if it is either, but he was very persistent in going for those submission attempts, and he comes out, I think, he came out with the same win. I think he did that's the first fight. Came out with the win, beautiful submission, great work by both fighters, showing great grappling skills.
Real good fight.
Well done by both fighters. And Hammerfist looking to move up too, so he's definitely they both improved so much, and both gonna be Double Matt's gonna come back. We have sorry, I got confused a little bit there. I was trying to read something off. I got confused. So, I mean, Warhammer's looking to go up from that 23rd spot. That unfortunately is that breaks Double Matt's skid, but he'll come back strong. Yeah,
I'm sure he will. I mean, like, both fighters are, they've been around, and Double Matt did lose that streak he was on. I mean, it's real hard. It's a tough matchup, an Ortega matchup, really, isn't it? I mean, if you could just stay out of those sub attempts, they're just going to keep coming. As soon as you give a little bit of a stamina advantage, woof, it's dangerous. But there we go. Good win.
Beautiful job, guys.
All right, next fight.
And
We're
now
moving
next
on.
fight.
We have someone I've been looking forward to seeing who looked very good in his first matchup for his second fight at the ESFL here, taking on newcomer as well, taking on newcomer Phil. We got the battle of the newbies, but battle of the up-and-comers, I guess you could say. The hot prospects. Right here. The hot.
And it's we got two up-and-comers. We got EK Till with he's 1-0, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Till is 1-0, that's right. Had his
see.
debut
Yeah.
recently. And he picked Darren Till as well, and he looked phenomenal as Darren Till. So we'll see who he picks up this time. Lucky number 77.
He's coming off a win against Warhammer at ESFL 27. I don't know 100% if this is Filthy's debut. I feel like he's fought before, maybe not. But T4H Filthy, I might be making his debut tonight, but also up and comer. I know T4H Filthy is a great fighter. He has great stand up. EK Till has shown that he has great all around game as well. This should be a great fight between these two camps, and let's dive into this. I'm excited to see it.
Yep. Yeah, man, it's going to be a good matchup. Yeah, we'll see who takes it. Get the classic GSP Woodley matchup here as well. Who would you favor personally?
Very interesting matchup. Who do I favor?
Yeah.
Between Woodley and GSP?
Yeah.
I usually go Woodley, even though I'm more of a grappler. I usually go Woodley. He does have the more grappling, but GSP, it's GSP's chin, man. It's an 87, 88. Too suspect for my taste.
I mean, he's only been like knocked out once, and he got hit in the face over and over again by Johnny Hendricks. So I don't know why it's so low.
Yeah, I don't know why his chin is so low. I mean, but that's the only reason I personally don't pick George St. Pierre this year. Last year it was a little UFC 2, a little bit different, but UFC 3 I typically go with Woodley if I'm in welterweight.
I gotta love the kicks. It's GSP for me. Good perks on top.
GSP for you?
Yeah, got stamina draining perks on top. But we'll see how this fight goes. We have EK Till in the blue gloves with the GSP pickup. Saw him fight at range, patient, loads of teeps from the outside last time he fought. He can definitely fight like that with GSP. And Phil T, making his ESFL debut here as well. So we'll see how he does. Beautiful job. Straight right, stopping that kick from Phil. And Till staying nice and patient here on the outside. Ooh, we saw a lot of that in his last matchup. That switch kick to the body, but damn, yeah, already with the takedown, sure.
Yeah, beautiful catch by Filthy. He's got him on top. Like I said, Filthy is also a well-rounded fighter. I know he loves to stand, but he's a very well-rounded fighter. He can go anywhere.
Yeah, as
Nice
much
denial by St. Pierre right there.
And again, as we usually see it, it's usually the battle of who can get that top position. Till doing a lot of rocking, rolling here, momentum swinging, using that get up. Sensible move back on the feet here. Let's see if he can implement them kicks, because he's trying to get at least one off, but he got caught and everything, and that would make me reluctant.
It's been really interesting, though, with the full guard, because people have definitely had to rush more a little bit. With the ref standing the fight up, there's certain positions that now people, with all those fakes, they're doing that for a reason. They don't want the ref to stand the fight up.
It's very true.
And they're going at it with the hands a bit.
That slow pressure by Till. There we go. A 1-2 into that lead roundhouse. Classic combination. Just can't keep going back to it. See, the low block is coming out right there. You see his hands dropping. He's expecting that body kick. He doesn't want to get caught here because he knows a takedown's coming.
Ooh.
And you do not want to sit on the inside and trade hooks with a Tyron Woodley.
Especially like that. He's throwing 1-2s, like 2s, but you know what I mean? 2 strikes each time and then pausing. 2 strikes, pause. 2 strikes, pause.
It can be really difficult not to get caught into a rhythm or to try and, you get hit on the inside like that. You want to just throw a counter shot as quick as you can, but you can just get juggled almost, and strikes just keep coming. You got to back out and reset, and he started to have that happen to him right there when he was right in the pocket there with T-Wood.
Yeah, they're both fighting a little bit more conservatively than I actually thought they would come out, which I think is smart. They're both trying to keep some range there. Filthy doing a good job fighting inside. He gets a rock on Till. Ooh, but comes back fine. But that's what I mean. When they get in close, it gets scary. But they're both trying to fight just right in range, too. Right within range. With a jab roundhouse to the body.
Yeah, Till's just slowly starting to find a home for his bigger strikes now. He's landed that lead roundhouse a couple of times. Doesn't want to go with the switch. That got caught. Staying on the outside. And he thinks he can probably win the stamina battle here against Tyron Woodley. So, man, close first round, though.
Great, yeah. Close. Actually, yeah, very close round. We saw a takedown by Filthy and Lust was, I mean, I'm sorry, not Lust. Sorry about that. EK2 was able to get up off the ground, get a little more strikes in, and let's see how the second round goes.
I think it's
is it gonna stay on the feet?
It's prudent to point out that Till beat Hammerfist last week, and Hammerfist just won tonight.
Wonder if they'll come across each other again. Maybe they'll get another redemption card.
Wouldn't be unheard of. Keeps going back to that lead body kick here. I know every time that lands, I'm sure Filthy's just saying to himself, gotta catch that, gotta block low. But Till's probably going to be setting up that head kick as well, just by continuously hitting that body with it. He's going low with the leg kicks now as well. So on playing this outside game, you can expect that 1-2 head kick to come up soon. Because he keeps touching that body with that lead leg.
Yep. Filthy is going to have to be careful, but he's not scared of the inside, but he's got to watch the range of GSP too. GSP's got a lot of nice kicks that he can use. Yeah,
and I think Till knows how to use them. He's just being real careful right now. He knows.
Yeah, he doesn't want to.
There's the head kick.
Oh, big head kick. EK2 with a big head kick.
Oh, another one.
Oh, another one.
Off that same lead leg. Oh, and the right hand.
Oh, man.
3 drops in a row.
Ooh.
And Filthy's got to compose.
He's got to back up a little bit.
He's got to compose here.
Yeah.
Still looking for a home for that big right hand. Uppercut. Beautiful job into the left hook.
Filthy's got to watch his stamina when it gets that low. If he doesn't, he's going to drain his stamina by this last round, and it's not going to be good if it goes to a third.
I don't know if it will. These guys are going back and forth right now.
I know. This is crazy. It's another great fight, a very technical fight.
Till's gone back to that patient game that he employed earlier. I like to see some teep kicks coming out from him, you know, just something from a little bit of a longer range. You can set up with a jab. Ooh, beautiful little left hook to the body.
And Filthy definitely needs to try to get on the inside more, but Till's doing a great job of keeping him away with that jab, trying to counter him backwards.
Ooh, it was that uppercut into the lead hook that rocked him earlier, because we spent a little bit too much time on the inside right there in that range. Ooh, he gets a switch off.
Body kick again.
You can kind of tell he's been searching for that all night, just waiting, thinking, when's it safe to throw it again? Because I got caught straight away.
Oh, he's going to have to worry about his stamina now. That's the one thing I personally don't like when stamina's not, it's got great, he's got very good stand-up. Oh, and he gets rocked. That's what happens, low stamina.
Yeah, and just a footwork stat, but there he goes into the pocket again. And he is low on health right now.
What he just did, if I'm not mistaken, is what you're going to always be able to do for a knockdown. Basically what he just did, he jumped in the guard right after he knocked him down is I believe is what you're going to be able to do, but for any knockdown. But wow, what a round again. Till coming with the rocks, and then Filthy comes back with a rock of his own at the end there. Wow.
Yeah, man. I mean, damn, I don't know who to give it to, but that's what happens when you sit inside that pocket, and it's all coming off that lead left hand as well by Phil. Knows he's got that power, so he's just planting and throwing. And Till needs to be a little bit careful about stepping right on in there. I know he's trying to set up some takedowns, trying to find some, you know, 1s and 2s in there to set up something else big, but man, you've got to be so careful. Nice.
You do. I know. I don't know which way. Oh, wow. This fight, I mean, like I said, it could be 1-1. Till could be edging him. We're going to have to wait and see what happens, man. It's a crazy fight.
Till using a lot of that same thing we saw Darth, his teammate, use earlier on tonight, going with that lead hand uppercut and then straight, or slipping and then firing the straight, then the lead uppercut. Ooh. There's some stopping power on those punches of Tyron Woodley.
I mean, look at both of their heads. Both their heads are very low in health. Oh, nice mix-up right there. Nice combo.
Ooh.
That body's just as low as the head right now for Filthy.
There's that
he gets a big uppercut.
Again, kind of just walking forward into that range. Trying to land that head kick that he rocks and drops him with in that second round.
Oh, gets that body kick again. I'm surprised Filthy caught that first kick in the first round, and then he hasn't been able to catch one since, it seems like.
Yeah, and that lead roundhouse just over and over again has been slamming into him right there. It's kind of hard to read. It's at the end of 2 punches. So you don't want to commit to it.
He's gonna go to the
Whoa.
He's gotta watch both now. Filthy, I think Filthy's got to finish this fight if he wants to win. Till is pressuring him. He's doing what he needs to do. Oh, an uppercut by Till. Oh wow. Is Filthy gonna be able to come back with another magical rock? Is he gonna? Oh.
He's getting that right hand in there again, but you know that body kick's going to keep coming. It's going to keep hurting that stamina.
That's why he's getting hit in the head.
Oh, ducks under the roundhouse of the head this time.
That was his chance. I feel like he had to counter him with something there.
He's so low.
He's in trouble.
This is it right now.
Right now, yeah.
Here comes the spin.
Oh,
that's it. Oh, that's it.
Till is going to get it. He finishes.
Wow. 2-0 for Till. And Filthy coming in hot on the debut here. Unable to get a win. But damn, man, EK Till's looking great right now.
What a fight. Congratulations to EK Till on a nice win. He mixed it up very well against a tough opponent in T4H Filthy, who was making his debut tonight. And he's 2-0 right now. He's going to keep coming strong, I'm sure. He did a great job tonight. I expect to see Filthy back as well. Till 2-0, man. Wow. Crazy. Great fight.
I mean, he's just going to keep on moving up that division, get himself another big test in there. I mean, that's a good fight. Filthy coming in there. Hot prospect, but he hasn't fought in ESL before. That was his first fight, so we got to see Till fight some of that top-level competition.
Again, now I could be mistaken. As far as I know, the information given to me was that Filthy had not fought before. I believe he did. So we might see that change, but doesn't either way. Congratulations to EK Till on that victory, and like I said, I'm sure we're going to see both these guys back ASAP.
Oh yes, indeed. Right, moving on, because we don't have that many fights left, and
we're getting it.
Trying to not fall asleep right now. I don't know if it's the heat or
we got you, Balin. We got
late
you, Balin.
nights. I am feeling it tonight, guys. It was 4 a.m.
Let me see what we got here. We got our next fight up. Bone doing work versus NWO Lesson.
And they are ready to go. Look at this. Let's get it on. Great matchup.
Always love it.
Lesson's a real vet.
Yeah, this is a great matchup. Yep, he is. Let's see. Do we have some statistics here?
We do.
We have Bone doing work, ranked 20, versus NWO Lessons, ranked 48. And Bone is coming off a win against Spencer V2. So I'm sure NWO Lessons is definitely looking to get that win tonight as well. Trying to move up in the rankings, and Bone doing work. I believe his last fight, like I said, he won against Spencer. Lessons, I'm not sure. I feel like it's been a little bit since we've seen Lessons.
It has been a little while. He's definitely been around. He's got a fair few fights. I'm not sure what his record is at the moment, but Bone doing work's number 20. He has been literally doing work. He's been showing up. He's been putting the time in. He's been getting the fights. See how much of a factor that makes. But Lessons might have been off playing around with the new patches, getting confident. So we'll see, man. They're about to get it on.
You never know, man. Patches change everybody's game plan. I mean, like I said, I've been trying to get adapted myself to the game, and I know I've improved. I feel like I've improved myself. The stand-up's been the biggest challenge about this game. I think for a lot of people that maybe preferred to grapple in the last game, I love striking the last game too. Striking was fun, but I mean, this is a totally different game. Got to learn it. Got to get it down. These patches, they're just trying to make the game better. It looks like these guys have fought before. All right, boys, let's
Could be
get
a
it.
quick one.
NWO. We got McGregor versus Ferguson. We were hoping to see that in real life at some point. Doesn't look like that's gonna happen, but you never know.
They'll announce could be Connor in a couple of days. Don't worry.
I think they will too. I think they're going. I think we are going to hear it could be versus Connor. And
we have to find out about that court case first.
Oh
no!
Oh no!
Was it a 5-rounder? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe it was just a little setting issue.
I hope they don't.
That's all right.
Switch sides.
I'm sure they'll fix that up.
It was 5 rounds. Yeah, that's why.
5, right? Yeah, okay. Well, good
Damn
job
it,
to the fighters
guys.
for recognizing that. Hey, at least I'm glad they recognize it. Some people will continue to go and not realize.
So who do you think is going to win, Cormier or Stipe?
Man, that's going to be an interesting matchup. We've seen both fighters come through crazy adversity in their fights,
Yeah.
But again, DC has done the heavyweight. He's been there. So I do see DC coming out with the win, but it's not going to be easy for him. We've seen DC eat shots from John Jones. We've seen DC eat shots from Anthony Johnson.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So does Stipe have the power to land that big punch, to land clean enough to put him? I don't think Stipe is gonna be able to out wrestle him, but I think DC is gonna come out with the win there, whether it be by submission or decision. I think DC comes out with the win, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Who do you think's gonna win, DC or Stipe? See what the chat thinks.
Right, these guys are just getting back into the business right now.
Let's go.
And look, Bone doing work. It's 3-2 now. Look, he got a win for that one. Look at that. Because of that disconnect. Some weird stuff going on these loading screens right now.
Yeah. Hopefully this one will come out. We'll get a nice clean stream.
Introducing first,
so here we have Bone doing work. All-rounded. Tony Ferguson's going to then play to those strengths. I can see some team kicks coming out. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a bit of rubber guard play. I'm going to have all those, transitions from all the positions on the ground as well. So he's going to stay lean and dangerous.
Yeah, I don't think Lessons is going to look to go to the ground with a Ferguson who has a 97, 90. I believe it's a 97 off the bat.
Well, Lessons going to get this done nice and quick, hopefully. That would be Lessons' plan,
or
I
it could
imagine.
go vice versa. I mean, I wish you could pull guard in this game. That was one thing, I don't think was ever brought up. I actually missed pulling guard.
If you ask Demar, I'm pretty sure you can. You just shoot that lazy single leg, get sprawled on, and then, sit to half guard. You got it. It's hard to stop.
I guess you could do it that. Yeah, I guess you could.
That was what makes Tony so dangerous in this game as well, because even if you're in sprawl, you can really easily transition to half guard before they can get up, and then it's already too late. But anyway, here we go. NWO Lessons taking on Bone doing work. I believe this is the 8th fight of the night. ESFL 31 tonight, guys. We've got some patch spoilers coming out, learning about new takedowns, ankle picks, all sorts of good stuff this evening, but these two are going to get it on.
And we see Bone already up against the fence. He does not want to get in the face of McGregor right now.
Oof. Doubling up. Nice little 4-punch combo, nice and tight on the inside. Lessons trying to fake his way in. Inside leg kick's not going to do much, but gets
nice
slipped on, yeah. Oof, nice.
I love those slips though. They look so great just because you got to predict. I mean, you got to predict the jab. It's not always like super difficult, but it looks really smooth.
Yeah, I like how you can roll all the way under as well. That was such a nice change.
Yeah. Yep. And it looks like NWO Lessons is keeping the pressure right now on Bone doing work, keeping him up against the cage, not backing off.
Ooh, good leg catch.
Nice catch.
And the stamina is really going to play a big factor if you just get there. I mean, Lessons has got that power and the speed early on, but the stamina, man, definitely with Tony Ferguson, who's also got a big chin stat, so pretty well situated to survive that early storm as well.
And it's interesting. Positions like this we're also, I believe, going to see. I believe he dropped on Twitter was the past changes of cage circling, possibly. So that should be an interesting addition.
Yes.
If I read it correctly. It'd be really interesting. Ooh. Bone doing work, not doing too bad fighting off the back foot, but you can't mess around with McGregor. Ooh, his block's all the way down. So is his head. Bone's got to be careful.
Getting a nice body kick off there. Going to dig for it, trying to keep that stamina gap nice and wide between the two of them. But Lesson's doing a good job with these straight punches right down the middle, keeping that pressure. Ooh, inside leg kick into the overhand. Risky business right there.
Look at Lesson's stamina, though. It just went away. Like, it's definitely a bit lower than Bone doing work right now. Oh, nice body kick. Oh, leg kick.
Yeah, that inside leg kick as well. Yeah, lots of people using that, man. There's all kinds of technique coming off the inside leg kick. You just got to be careful trying to close distance leading with that lead leg. Because it's not going to go very well. Look how low the block is right here for Bone doing work.
Yeah.
Lessons trying to pour it on.
But he's got to conserve his stamina, though.
Yeah, he just whiffed on another overhand. And at one point it was even. But now trying to get some pressure on towards the end of that round. Kind of swinging the other way. Close stat-wise. Very close.
Yeah, Bone doing work was doing. He was not doing bad fighting off his back foot. I mean, he was dealing with McGregor, and I mean, he's dealing with McGregor right now, so that's always going to be a lot of pressure. And he's got to watch his block getting low. His head's already getting low, but Lessons has to watch for his stamina. He doesn't want to blow it early.
Yeah, it's only the first round, and that is the inherent problem I think you find when you're playing as Conor McGregor, isn't it? You got to manage that stamina and how you go about it.
Yeah.
But he is eating a lot of body shots. It's not going to help. He's whiffing wide on those overhands as well, and he's kind of trying to force the action in some situations because it's not the most aggressive strategy.
All right, guys, round two. Ooh.
Staying right in his face,
down,
yeah.
Man. See, look at the difference. Oh.
I think this is just what happens when you pick Conor as well, is you just, even if they're not big shots, every time you touch your opponent, you're going to hurt them, you know, take a little bit of health off. And so Lessons is trying to just slowly accumulate that damage, add it up, and then just take them out.
All right, Bone doing work's got the center of the octagon now. You know what people used to go for a lot in UFC too? They don't. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's a little easier to deny the Amanari roll.
Oh yes, yes. It's young.
People don't do it. In
That's
this,
a way you can pull guard, though.
Oh, true. And that was just popping in my head as you said that. Pull guard by trying an Amanari roll.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not. I always get it mixed up. Is it Amanari or is it a knee bar?
I always. Well, it's the roll itself is. I would always pronounce an Imanari roll. But typically you roll for a leg. You can go for a an inside or an outside heel hook, but typically you grab a knee bar because it's you want to bring your opponent to the ground really, and it's depends where you end up with the knee position, I guess, between your own knees. But these two are battling right now, and Lessons keeps missing on that overhand. And that is costing him that stamina and Bone here. And look how patient he is on the outside. Again, Lessons just whiffing it off of the outside there. That's not going to help him.
I mean, the best strategy here, I think, for Bone would be, I mean, if he's able to, is to obviously keep trying to avoid Conor a bit and see if he can make it to the third round and see what the stamina is like then.
Oh, straight right.
There's that straight.
Oh, the uppercut. Damn, and look at the health of Bone. Oh, it's looking bad. It's looking real bad.
That's not good at all. But we were talking. You said the switch stat of Conor. Look, he has been in orthodox the entire.
Oh, I know. It's 94. I'm just wondering why it's 94.
It needs to be nerfed.
It shouldn't be more than Tony's. I mean, like.
No. Absolutely not. But this is so. Bone really has to watch now. One hit and he can get knocked
Yeah,
out.
I don't know what he can really look for. He starts with an inside leg kick. I mean, that's super risky.
You're gonna have to pull guard. This is what people do when they're hurting or they're tired. What do? They pull guard. They go for.
Lessons should just throw that overhand, but two straight rights. The most.
No, there it
the most painful sound you've ever heard.
Oh man, with that big straight.
Doubled up on it, took him out. Great job. Great job.
Well done by NWO Lessons, taking out Bone, doing work. I mean, that's always a tough matchup going against a McGregor, but yeah, nice knockout by NWO Lessons. And we're gonna keep rolling.
So, bit of trivia for us in chat. We have the Imanari role is named after Masakazu Imanari, the inventor. Masakazu. Well, it's typical, that, isn't it, really? Because you get, you know, I believe the Kimura, obviously named after Kimura, right? I don't know about the. I don't know if the Das was named after somebody. Certainly the Von Fluchoke or the Von Pruchoke, yeah, if you like to call it. But a lot of them have been named after people, so if your last name is Gogo Plata, that's pretty good, but I don't think that's
if you're yeah, I don't think
it should be called the Eddie Bravo Guard. The Bravo Guard is better than Rubber Guard, isn't it? The Bravo Guard. You can do Bravo Guard. It would be good. Anyway.
I don't know. I'm kind of, you know what? Deep down now, I'm kind of hoping that somebody out there's got the last name Go Plata. I don't know why. I think that'd be kind of badass. But our next fight, we have of course another fan favorite. We have somebody who's looking to contend for the belt. Cody Dank.
He wants it. He wants his shot, man.
Yeah,
he wants it.
He's on the cusp. He's right there.
If there were post-fight interviews, he'd be screaming at the last 3 fights. Give me my shot! I want my shot!
He definitely would. But Cody is coming off a loss to Crooks 209 at ESFL 29, and he's 7th though. He's 8-5.
Lucky number 7.
He's right there. He is right there. Yeah, he's right there, man. And QXVL is ranked 33, 2-0. So this should be a great matchup for QXLV to really prove, you know, he belongs. He's ranked 33 with, like I said, 2-0 going up. Number 7 in Cody Dank. The Dankness. Let's go.
Yeah, and just call him the Dankness. Sort of like Batman, but like not the darkness. Well, there's a victory over there. Maybe it might have been a DLC.
Or maybe
DC.
We never know. You never know. You never know. I don't want to make us up. Yeah, right.
But yeah, what you said is completely true. I mean, Cody has been looking so good recently and so patient. And QXLV, you know, he's one of those hot coming prospects, and he's already hit that 2-0. He's like Till this evening. He's here. He's ready. He's got a chance to fight the number 7 guy in the world, number 33 right now, but only because he's only had 2 fights. He moved to 3-0. That's very impressive. I think there's one other person on 3-0 right now up there, and there's a lot of these new hungry guys coming in after all these new patches, bringing their own game plans. And looking really good along the way, so we'll see how he performs tonight on the big stage. You know, this is the top of the main card right now.
Yeah.
And Aldo, great pick. See if any legs could come out, but you're fighting a Cody Dank with Conor McGregor, and that just seems incredibly dangerous if you ask me. Cody's so patient, he's going to be able to conserve that stamina. As long as he doesn't eat too many body kicks or knees. And doesn't get doubled up on that leg kick body kicker as well. So yeah, Cody will fight nice and calm, nice and smart, and then not afraid to turn it up. When he starts to win, he turns it up the longer the fight goes on.
I'm excited for this fight. I'm excited to see what Q has to bring to the table against a huge fighter, against Cody Dank. Let's go. Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo.
A classic matchup. 13-second knockout, go! Oh, it's too late. Nice little slips from Q. Ooh, eats that check hook though. Oh, the right hand.
Oh, wow.
It's already torn in him. Oh my goodness, Cody's right there. See, Q is slipping right here, but it's that right hand that Cody caught him with twice, and if he keeps slipping, doesn't adjust his, default head movement. Got to make those real-time adjustments now in the fight. He's going to eat them. Cody comes back with the left hand now. And Cody is showing why he's number 7 in the world right now. Nice body kick. He's slipping, Q. He's still moving his head. Ooh, big roundhouse to the body there as well.
Cody's just trying to, he's going to pick his shots. I think he's going to look for that early KO on Aldo.
Doing a real good job baiting now, gauging the distance. There's no rush right here from Cody. Absolutely no rush whatsoever. Eats 2 nice body hooks. Q finds a way on the inside, but kicks the body again. Manages to slip the jab. The left hand comes through on the block though, and he's got to be super careful. He cannot catch any more of these rocks, but there he goes on the inside, trading the hooks. Gets a stun. Cody keeping his block up wisely, able to reset. Ooh, double jabbing up there.
I'm sure Cody's trying to use.
Oh, that's it.
Wow.
Straight back
I thought
up.
that was it too. Nope.
Damn.
That's what I mean. Guess what? That's gone after the next patch. It seems like he's gonna jump in that guard next time.
Oh my goodness! He gets rocked by the left hook. Narrowly avoids that, and he dives fucking shoulder rolls the head kick. Somehow.
I don't know if you and I are in sync. We're close, I think, but I'm not 100%. I'm gonna refresh just in case. So what's your minute marker at?
134. 3, 2.
We are good now.
Okay. Cody keeping that forward pressure, man. He's dropped Q so many times. This is the first round. Look at the stamina and the health on these guys, and that's an opportunity there for Cody to capitalize. It's always these mistakes, it's these unforced errors that are costing these guys. And when Q's been on the inside, he's been trading with Connor really nicely, but oh my goodness.
The funny thing, if I'm not mistaken, Q called Cody out. I said be careful what you wish for. Oh! Big knockout by Cody.
Oh dear.
He shushes everyone up. He says,
"Give me that belt."
And he wants that belt. Give me that money. He wants the 60 G's. He wants the strap. Cody's coming for the strap, ladies and gentlemen. Great performance by Cody Dank. We're going to see him fighting for the title soon.
Oh,
you never know, maybe in a couple weeks.
For sure.
And don't forget, guys, we are doing, I believe I said this last time, I updated everybody. We are doing Sundays right now only. Next weekend is going to be the next PlayStation 4 card.
Yeah, no event this Wednesday, guys. Just Sundays.
Just wanted to update everybody on that. This will be the regular, at least for now. But great fight, great win by Cody Dank. He's right there for that title shot. I don't see what more he needs to do, at least at the moment.
Sorry, I just got attacked by a moth.
That's all right. But I mean, like I said, he's coming. Cody's coming off a loss off of Crooks. Crooks, who is fighting for the belt tonight. So Cody might need one more fight to get that title shot, but he might not. We'll see how things go. We'll see how things play out.
I'm all right. Right. Yeah. And this next fight is one we've all been waiting for as well. I think, guys, this could be a main event anywhere. You could pay pay-per-view for this next fight, I think, to witness these two competitors compete at the level they are. Although, everyone on this card is fantastic. But here we go. We've got some great strikers coming up next.
Great card.
Spider taking on Kinetic NRG. And this is going to be a great fight. And both guys, they're trying to move the way up there. They want to get that title shot like most people do. Kinetic right now, number 3 in the world. 8-2. Coming off.
His last fight, I believe he lost his belt to Brand New Mac.
He
was
did.
The last time he's fought.
Yeah.
So, but Spider is coming off a win against NWO Peyton at ESFL 27, and he's on a 3-fight winning streak right now. And one of the most, between him and Kinetic, these two are some of the most exciting strikers to watch.
Yeah, you can say that again.
They really are. So these two going at it. This should be an insane fight. Oh, and they're going at bantamweight too. So this is gonna be
yeah. They're both real cerebral fighters as well. Kinetic a lot more sort of high paced. and intense with his strategy. Spider does swarm, but Spider usually a little bit more, you know, going to fill you out a little bit, find my openings, work my kicks, and before I close that distance.
I think, yeah, man. I think he knows he's fighting. I mean, he knows he's fighting Kinetic NRG, so I think he's not going to be as aggressive. He's going to keep using what he normally. He's going to try to use his feints, his fakes, his head movement. He's going to try to work all those tools against Kinetic and see if it can work. But look, they haven't fought, or at least no record of anything. Kinetic NRG versus the Spider.
And we'll
and it's
see,
a TJ
man.
Dillashaw mirror match.
I mean, we've seen Kinetic play TJ before, I think, and he's just coming forward, man.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds.
Yeah, so I mean, I believe Spider has the tools to win, but he's got to be able to execute them properly. Kinetic is definitely going to look to pressure.
Yeah, and you got to watch that head kick from Kinetic. I mean, Spider here in the blue gloves, guys. And like we said, he does have all the tools, like you said, all the tools to win, plenty of kicks to keep him off him. He's 4-3 right now, but he has been showing, you know, some good improvements. Like you said, he's on a 3-fight win streak, so Spider's...
He was 1-3, man. I mean, I don't know many people 1-3 that come back that keep coming back like that. That this man went on a 3-fight winning streak.
Well,
he could have been like, I'm tired.
When he first came in, he had really, really good fights, but they were just really tough opponents, you know.
Yeah.
He just came out on the wrong side of getting caught by something, or just, you know, a good matchup with a good opponent just wasn't his night, you know. But he's always performed well, so yeah, 3-fight win streak. He's looking to make it 4 right now, which is a big deal. But he is fighting this man right here, Mr. Kinetic NRG. Like you said, former champion, the first ever ESFL champion as well. He will carry that title, you know.
Always.
And he's probably wants his belt back, I imagine. So he's going to see if he can get it. He's got to get through Spider tonight and set up that rematch.
And we never know. He might be fighting his teammate. Don't forget that. If he gets a title shot, he might need another shot at the fight after this. But here we go.
Yes, here we go. The Coco main event of the evening here.
I'm looking at the camera. They're using a different camera angle. Or am I being silly?
I think it's a little wide. This is what I play on, I think. A little wide. So there we go. But yeah, this is the Coco main event of the evening. Kinetic NRG taking on the Spider here. And Kinetic's, you know, a little bit more patient than perhaps we've seen him before previously. Lots of patches since we last see him fight ESFL 25. Maybe just one patch, actually. And Spider here going to whack that game. So you've got to assume that Kinetic's been practicing. Oh, beautiful ducking roundhouse.
Yeah.
He loves that good head kick. And now he's got a little duck on it as well. So disguise it even more.
That ducking roundhouse is so sneaky, man. Yeah, like you said, disguise it. And it hurts.
It can look like an overhand. It's the same shoulder movement. You know, you dip your shoulder off, the overhand's coming, but instead of the overhand, it's a big roundhouse coming up behind it.
Both showing a lot of respect for each other's stand-up too right now.
Oof. That rear uppercut, left hook coming in.
Yeah, I know this is gonna turn up big time at some point, but they're both respecting each other's stand-up.
Well, they are. Well, Spider's just trying to find a way in right now. It looks like he's trying to stay nice and tight, find a way into striking range. But Kinetic's content to plant and throw as soon as Spider comes anywhere near him. He's getting that jab coming out. Here's that rear uppercut, left hook coming out. He just landed it twice in a row right there. Big and hard. And sat him down twice. And that is the third time he's landed that combination, and he rocked him right at the start of the fight with it as well. So, Kinetic, man, just planting
right out of my mouth. I was just gonna say, Spider's trying to come forward, but as soon as he does, Kinetic plants and swings.
It's a horrible feeling in this game, you know, when you feel like you can't get anywhere near your opponent. And when you do step forward, they're not there. And when you throw, they're out of range. And then after they hit you, you can't hit them back. And it's a feeling that you can get stuck into.
And that, I believe, another spoiler, that a patch spoiler that he dropped, I believe it was indicating that pressure fighting is going to be a little bit better coming forward. So, yeah. So we'll see how that works out. But this has been a great fight, great first round so far. We have a minute left in the first round.
Yeah, Kinetic 2 drops already. And again, this is kind of like the slow, turned up. You know, it's like a pressure cooker that's boiling and boiling right now. And this is going to build and build and build. And it's going to explode a little bit further on, but Kinetic's finding a home for all these little shots right here.
He's picking his shots. That's all. He's respecting Spider, but he's just picking. He's trying to wear down that head.
Well, he's keeping Spider busy, you know. Spider's not got any time to set up anything creative. He's just throwing 1s and 2s. Whereas Kinetic sort of in this constant state of flow.
Yeah, look at the difference. He doubled his total strikes in the first round.
Kinetic seems to have every technique ready to go at all times, almost. You know.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, Spider is very diverse. He doesn't want to. I think he might be overthinking things too much right now. He has Kinetic in front of him, and Kinetic's kind of piecing up his head a bit.
Yeah, trying to roll off that jab. Roundhouse to the body's coming out. Spider just can't find his way anywhere in on the inside right here. Trying to land something, just a little bit out of range every time. Ooh, gets a little head kick off.
See, now that's where I feel like there's some little glitches there. Like that registered, but it didn't register. You know what I mean?
But he might have had his block up.
That I feel like that happens kind of often. I mean, that could just be me, but I feel like some strikes you see register, like they'll land, but the damage doesn't register.
Ooh, wise. Like another hand. We're like, ooh, a takedown. Ooh.
I know. What?
He probably looks to hold this half guard position here. He can just ride him, wear some stamina down, grind him up a little bit. And Kinetic has fantastic ground game as well. Spider, we've seen him on his back a little bit.
But this is oh wow, nice denial. Yeah, Kinetics doesn't want to let him go anywhere. He's going to drain his stamina.
If you follow Kinetic on Twitter, he was talking this week about the ground game and the future patches coming out, saying it would expose some holes in some other players' games, maybe, in their ground game. He's certainly showing that right now. Pre-patch with the Spider as he's taken full mount relatively easily here. And the block's down for Spider. That's it.
Oh, no.
Oh, we got the bump.
Nice.
Oh, my God. Look at that.
Wow. And it is interesting to see. I don't feel like Spider has been using his feints and his head movement as often as he usually does when he's standing up. So I feel like that's why he hasn't had too much success on the stand-up. Oh, right back to top mount. He's not faking Kinetic out. Kinetic's reading his patterns, I feel like.
Yeah, no fakes coming from Spider. Back to mount again, and he was nearly out in that mount. He was so close. Immediately the right hand is bumped. Back to full guard. Not always easy to get that arm trap. You can usually assume it's going to come from that right hand though. The first strike.
I think some people do forget that Kinetic has an amazing ground game as well, even though usually striking. You know, bottom game, top game, he'll go anywhere.
Spider doing a good job to end this round on top, though. Good job.
I have this 2-0 Kinetic right now. What do you think?
I think that's probably true. He definitely dropped him a few times in that round as well. But Spider, you know, staying in there, didn't get finished, recovered. He's got to make the most of this round now and every opportunity he's got. Try and find some homes, and he's got to throw the big shots. But no, he's not going to get to because it's over.
Early in the third, Kinetic NRG with the knockout.
360.
Wow, like you said, don't blink. You can't blink. Wow.
Jab, bam, slipped into it. Oh, that's the kind of punch that would break your hand. Like, yep,
break that.
His hand's broken.
Look at his neck.
No, his hand's broken. Like, off the top of the wrist. Boom.
Great fight. Spider just didn't seem to be able to. I didn't think Spider was able to get into his flow tonight. I feel like he got sucked into Kinetic's game plan. And, you know, Kinetic comes out with a third round KO victory.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think Kinetic, you know, there's a few people like that you fight where you just, it's so hard to get into your flow. And even, you know, and he was just trying to close that distance, Spider, and he just couldn't find a way on the inside, and he was getting pieced up a little bit as well. So,
yeah.
But a good
Spider will come. I know Spider. Yeah, great fight. Spider will come back strong. The man was just on a 3-fight winning streak, so I'm sure he's going to come back strong. And Of course, Kinetic once again knocking on that door for another title shot. And we have that coming up next soon. But before that, I don't know if you want to take a look at this card real quick to check for the co-main event here.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, now let's have a quick little recap as well here. We had some good fighters come on tonight. Romero fighting short notice there against the one and only, right? I believe that was his name.
Yep, one only JB.
Only one
JB.
That was the fight of the night right now. That was a crazy fight. These two went
that was insane.
at each other, but a good little grappling matchup we had there as well with Yeshwan Double Mat getting that sub. Spencer fought short notice against
I Punch Santa came in on short notice.
Yes, that's right.
Fight Spencer v2.
Great
Spencer
matchup.
Came out with a win there.
Darth showcasing his John Jones skill tonight. Till working GSP, great work there as well. Bone doing work and lessons, another great matchup. Cody Dank looking phenomenal against QXLV.
Yep.
Nice and clinical first round, and first round for Kinetic as well. And now we've got the co-main in the main event right here. Suspect Zero taking on Lemus Khan, which is going to be a great fight. Suspect Zero, man's been slowly climbing up those rankings right now. Slowly climbing up those rankings. Undefeated, 3-0.
It's funny, for the people that don't know, EK Suspect Zero and EK Darth, I mean, not that it matters, they're actually twins. They're brothers. They're twins. So they're both fighting on the same card. They're probably sitting next to each other. And so I love that. It's interesting. And he's going up against a tough opponent, Lemus Khan.
A tough opponent.
Like you said, he's yeah.
That's an understatement,
Crazy
isn't
opponent.
it?
Is it not? I mean, it is the former champion. I'm sorry, a former champion in Lemus Khan. So I apologize. Let me give him the proper respect he deserves there.
Of course.
So, and like I said, EK Suspect, very well rounded. But again, he's going up against a very tough opponent. So let's go. I'm ready.
He is going up against a very tough opponent, but he is 3-0. He's never been defeated, you know. So we'll see. He can. This is what he wanted. This is what happens when you go 3-0 in the ESFL. You're in the top 10, and you gotta fight the best right here. Lemus Khan now 13 fights in the ESFL at this point.
Wow.
So, fun fact from our guys in the back, Suspect Zero is the first person since Mr. Chicken to have an undefeated record and be in the top 10 right now. So that just goes to show you how tough it is. And yeah, 3-0. Let's see if he keeps that.
I think some people that I feel like some people that watch maybe that are not to the ESFL watch the ESFL and think some fights they think they can do a little bit better, but once you get in the cage with these people and you're doing it in the ESFL on the big stage, it is a completely different story. There are nerves and when you're fighting in front of 150, 200, 300 people, however many people that are watching. You know, all you want to do is put on a good performance, and you're fighting like the best of the best. You know, people that actually are willing to come up on this stage.
Yeah, exactly. And Lemus Khan, you know, he just fought for the title. Like, he lost brand new Mac, great performance. You know, he's probably coming back hot, some vengeance. He's probably worked on his game. You know, he has a feeling for the champion now. Maybe he's figuring out how he can beat him. And he's going to get through Suspect Zero, who wants his own shot. You know, it's hard to get that title shot. So,
ooh, and what a matchup that is. We have Lemus Khan going as Robert Whitaker and EK Suspect using George St. Pierre at middleweight. Now, again, GSP at middleweight. I don't even know if his chin's worse there, but we all know Whitaker has hands at middleweight. So
I believe he's still he's still an A+ rated fighter at middleweight.
I'm sure he is. I think the Suspect's gonna have to clinch him almost right away. He's gonna have to be careful. He does not want to get caught by a Whitaker at middleweight.
Yeah, that left hook. I mean, we'll talk about it just in a second when they do the introductions here, because we can talk about each fighter. So, Suspect Zero, guys, I mean, he's shown all facets of mixed martial arts, and he just beat TH4 Recognize, a veteran, someone who's been in the top 10 for a while, man. One of the 4 horsemen, and he just came out of nowhere and got that job down, which was just phenomenal performance from him.
It was a great win. Yeah, it was a great win for
man, he's 3-0. You know, like that's not easy to do, especially coming in. You know, you got your first couple of fights, and then you're thrown to the lions, and this is a lion right here. This is Lemus Khan. This is you know, a destroyer of prospects and champions, and he's held the belt, and he's beat some of the toughest people in the game. 10-3 is a record not to be laughed at, guys. 10-3 is a strong record. Number 2 in the world. You know, the only person ranked higher than him right now would be Crooks, who's fighting for the title this evening. So, man, we'll see.
I mean, and this is just Xbox, man. If you ever look at the stats, crossplay, I know Swiss Libix.
Yes, Swiss as well.
Swiss Libacks, I think it's pronounced. I think he's 9-3 or he's 9-2.
A little bit of audio delay on this fight, but you know, I think we'll just deal with it. But the left hook already, and the left hook's going to be a story. For both fighters, I think. Is your audio okay?
Oh yeah, the audio is okay. We're good though. Yeah.
I was gonna say, if yours is fine and mine isn't, I'd refresh. But if yours is too.
Sorry, Rain Man. No, I saw that. I knew. I had to correct myself. There's the takedown. That's what he needed. Bye back.
I believe there might be 2 versions of this stream up, so I can always try another one if it doesn't work out. But anyway, here we have freaking Suspect Zero in the crucifix position right here with Lemus Khan on the ground, and that's exactly how you beat Robert Whittaker. You got to take him down early, nice and early, make him work, wear him out, get his block down, get some of that health and that stamina down, and this is great work here by Suspect Zero, who's just making smart decisions in order to win, faking out, no risks at all, nice and careful.
Whittaker does not have terrible ground game. It's balanced, but it's still against a GSP. It's gonna be tough.
And I think he's
a lot of fakes there. And that's what he just did there. That's what's sad. You kind of need to do that to be able to get to backside. You need to be able to fake a lot, throw punches.
You do, yeah.
Oh, nice denial.
That's a Diaz move, that, and he's jumping in with a rear naked choke already. Locking it up. The sub defense is okay on Whittaker here, but this is a 2-stage. And damn, Suspect Zero knows it. He's past one 3-way escape coming out. He's got the right and the bottom. He's not going to push it though, and that's going to.
What a fake!
Man,
he faked like he was holding on to the one and it switched.
I can't believe he got out of that. He'll take some health damage for it though, as well as a little bit of stamina. And there's a little deny right there. And Suspect Zero, man, we're in, like 3.5 minutes into this fight. He's been managing to wear Lemus Khan down a little bit, take Lemus Khan off his feet, off the danger zone.
Yeah.
And almost finish him by the choke right there. That could have been the end of this fight. Could be the story right there.
Yeah, this is interesting because Lemus Khan is not getting up either, and he's using. He's just holding Suspect on the ground himself. There's the get up.
I'm going to watch that rear uppercut left hook of Lemus Khan. That is his money when he's in range. Or go for it. Just gets jumping splits right there.
That's how you get knocked out. Oh, man.
Oh, pull counter to the straight right. Look at that. And lead body kick. Wow. Suspect Zero's shot selection is beautiful.
It was weird to hear the shot land knowing somebody was hurt, but like you didn't see it.
Yeah. Right. So
the
while
video is behind the audio. Oh,
while this is doing this, guys, we're still here. Don't worry. We're just going to see if we can get a version of this without that audio problem, because I think they're both streaming this fight right here. Let's have a look. Here we go. This one might be a little better. Oh, this one's this. I don't know if this one has any. Oh, this one does have audio. Okay, guys. No crowd on this one though. Damn it. Now we can't win. No crowd but synced audio, or crowd audio but not synced. Let's switch to this one for now. Alright. Coming back in. Second round. If it's too bad, we can switch out. But I don't think it will have the audio synced.
I think on your end it's a little more important than mine, so it's all good.
Oh. Alright, they're back in. Nice and quiet. Yep, so peaceful. Big right hand, left hook already. Lemus Khan and the lead head kick. And oh my goodness. That's it. That is it. Well, didn't matter much, did it?
EK Suspect with the knockout of Lemus Khan goes 4 6-0.
He's taking out the number two,
Oh.
the number 2 guy in the world, and that's a title shot right there. You know that's a title shot for that young man, that gentleman.
Oh man,
He just beat the number 2 guy. Number 1's
UK
fighting.
Suspect.
That's it. Unless Cody versus Suspect, you could make that fight. That's a good fight.
Wow, what a fight. Wow, yeah, I don't know. I'm blown away, man. I mean, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
It was just that was crazy coming out of that. Some people coming out of these rounds getting those quick knockouts just throwing me off guard.
Well, I mean, yeah, because everyone's got their stamina back. You know, you've got like 5 minutes to work. It happens, man. You just come out hard and fast. We've seen that, like the last couple of, those early finishes. Yeah.
Yep.
Cody and
Wow, great fight, great job.
Kinetic as well.
Wow.
Damn, man. I mean, that was over quick, and Suspect Zero looked great.
That's what I mean. Wow. And last but not least. Last but not least at all.
All right, we've got the main event. Brand new Mac, our current champion. And tonight, guys, he's trying to make some history tonight. He's trying to go 3 title defenses, which has never been done. It's never been heard of. We got close last week in PlayStation, but they come up short. And now we got. Is this a Vegas MMA camp matchup as well?
No. Not unless Crooks wins and they put Kinetic or somebody like that against him. No, this is brand new Max by himself.
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
you have this 5 rounds.
You tell me about this fight, Chair. Come on.
Tell you about this fight. Brand new Mac. What can you say about brand new Mac? Well-rounded, very high-ranked and Ultimate Team, and I can tell you, Ultimate Team is crazy. It's a slugfest, man. He can get knocked out early, so he's used to that crazy high-pressure fighting. He is the champion. He has great hands. He's got great ground, and Crooks, same exact way. I feel Crooks is very patient on the feet. He likes to pick his shots. He can grapple. He can go to the ground. This is a great matchup. This is going to be a tough fight for brand new Mac, and it's going to be a tough fight for Crooks. I don't know who's going to win. They're both picking. It looks like we're going to get a Nick Diaz rematch, or I mean mirror match as well. So I don't see any ground game. If someone gets taken down, we might see a submission. But I mean, this might be all stand up.
Yeah, man. And
I'm excited for this fight. It's going to be wild, man. I'm excited for this fight. I'm excited to see if brand new Mac can defend his title again against a tough opponent in Crooks 209. Coming out of Vegas MMA, it's going to be a tough test.
I mean, you said it right there. I mean, both these fighters have just been through it, and they've been around since the early days of the ESFL as well. Been fighting, putting in the work. Crooks, number 1 in the world, 6-2. Great record. That 2 and 3 losses is kind of the average right now for the top 10. You got to learn from them here, but he's coming off a win against Cody. 2-fight win streak, but brand new Mac, man, he's here. He's hungry. Wants to defend that title. This is the main event, guys. ESFL.
Ooh. We got the crispy stream going on, and brand new Mac is wasting no time.
Yeah, and he came out fast last week as well with that GSP pick. He came out fast, hard. Took it to him.
I'm telling you, he's used to that Ultimate Team style. You come out and that's what you did.
Yeah, and here we go right now, man. Orthodox stance here for Crooks, man. Searching for that jab, trying to keep that distance nice and tight. And Max leading with that straight left, which is a good way to do it. Catch that head moving in. Bit more stopping power than that jab. You can break through. Some of them hooks coming out nice and fast, but got to be careful. They're hesitating just a little too close. He's that uppercut right in tight, but both fighters standing right in there, and they do not mind trading that close. Almost mirroring each other with their head movement there. Jab doubling up on that lead hook for Crooks. He's going to love it there. The elevation change is going to have to be careful for brand new Mac, but he knows what he's doing, and I don't think we're going to see many kicks here, Chirp.
No, I don't think so either. And like I said, Nick Diaz being the striker that he is with his stats and his stamina, I don't see them being over aggressive with these fighters either. I don't, you know what I mean? Where you would see a McGregor versus McGregor, that's a first round ender. This is gonna have to be. It's all about shot selection when you're Diaz versus Diaz.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, yeah. It's shot selection. Who can get their uppercut off first? The movement of your straight. You know, in which direction you're heading towards. So. Yeah, there's a lot to consider, especially in a 5-round fight. And these guys are going at each other, and you know, there's just not much body work at all, really, because it's so risky to change that elevation with the amount of uppercuts these guys are throwing. There's a nice little.
Nobody wants to get clocked in the face going to the body.
Exactly. 2 hooks to the body, and Crook's looking good right now, jabbing in, landing that lead hand as well, doubling up on it. Brand new Mac taking a second, looks like to compose himself right here. Did a good job leading with that straight, and there's the haymaker, the overhand. Not even the haymaker, which powers through a lot of these straight punches. You know, they don't have the stopping power to interrupt it, which is really, really nice, man. The overhand's been a new weapon in that regard. You can step in and throw it, eat a shot on the way in if your opponent's not ready, and that just prevents people from stepping in and just throwing the 1-2 all the time if there's an overhand coming. So it's good to stop that forward pressure. Brand new Mac wisely going to it, and the pouring jab to set up that left hook there as well. Crook's changing elevation, coming down low, but the head kick's blocked, and we see a little bit of stamina come from Brand new Mac.
Ooh.
Tries to set up that rear uppercut in there as well. Crook's trying to fire it in, comes back round with the right hand, catches him right in the chincha.
This is on. I'll be honest, man. This is exactly kind of saw this fight.
Big lead
nice.
hook.
No.
Digs the body as well.
Oh, and at the end of the round, this is how I saw this fight going. These guys are high level. They are looking all for shot. It's all about shot selection, this fight. I'm telling you. It's all about who is going to be able to hit the openings at the right time. That's all this fight is going to be about. I do not see either of these guys. Look at that. Like I said, Crooks is coming forward. Then you have Brand new Mac coming forward. They're not staying out of the way because you know what? It's Nick Diaz. It's not a McGregor. You're not going to get rocked off a 1 punch right away. You got to work for it.
Yeah, and that was a great job slipping that jab straight right down the pipe, come back with a lead hand as well, and he caught him with that lead hand twice.
Round
2 rocks.
Yeah, man.
That's right, round 2 main event. ESFL 31 here, guys. And Crooks is still stepping in with that jab a lot. He's stepping in. It's going to work for him.
This game's all about the jab. It's boxing. Right?
Yeah,
it's K1 right now.
but
it's all about the jab.
he's just, the way he's stepping into it lets him walk into shots like that. And also he can't walk through the overhand if he keeps stepping in, which, you know, Brand new Mac threw once out there, but it's not too bad. A big right hand breaking that block, and there's the head kick because he knew it was low. Getting it in there, digging down low, coming up top with 2 hooks as well. And now he's got him against the cage. The uppercut's catching him, and this is bad for Crooks right now. The head's flashing. Block's getting down there now. He's got to stay in it. Coming down low with the body hooks, trying to find a home for the uppercut, but slips off to the side. Left hand comes through, and this is bad. This could be the end of it. This could be 3 title defenses right now. Is he going to do it? The block is low, and the health is flashing like a traffic light. Left hand's in here, and this has got to be it, This has got to be it, mate.
Oh, he went for the axe kick. He went for the axe kick finish.
I don't know if the axe kick was a necessity.
The right choice, yeah, it's about shot selection.
You did say that. You've been saying that all night. Double jabbing in there.
Oh, he gave Crooks a second life here, but his head is hurt.
Man. Well, Crooks can make it through this round. He will recover, but he's got to be so careful. He's got halfway through this round now. I did like the little word, but no. The slip off that jab is coming. Oh, God.
Big uppercut. And still by Brand new Mac.
And still.
Wow.
3 weeks in a row. 3 title defenses. Brand new Mac has just evolved into one of the best fighters we have in the ESFL, if not the best at this stage, you know. He'll keep taking on them challenges, I'm sure, but certainly right now, he's got to be the best. He's just looked so dominant.
Taking out Crooks like that, that's not something anybody can do. You know what I mean? You can't go in there and just take out an opponent like Crooks. I mean, Crooks put up a hell of a fight, and Max still came forward. He pressured. He rocked him 5 times. 5 times he rocked him, and you know, the last one was it. But wow, man, I am blown away right now. It has been a crazy night of fights, insane fights. Our first match just threw me off completely. Our first match of the night was insane, and it just continued from there.
Oh yeah, the first.
I don't even know where we're going. We got in still, so congratulations to Brand new Mac on his 3rd title defense. I mean, right now he's he's proving why he's the champion, why he's #1. He is the champion, or ESFL.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, wow.
And
wow, great job.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a dominant fashion, a dominant
Crooks will be
performance.
back, man. Crooks will be right back.
I mean, he will be, but I mean, there's no shortage of challenges, and some challenges definitely emerging today as well. I mean, we got 4-0 now in the top 10.
Sorry,
that's never happened
before.
before.
Title defense. So he won the belt and second title, but still, beautiful accomplishment. Wow, I'm blown away, Balin. I thought that was a great night of fights, an amazing night of fights.
I completely agree.
We had Geoff dropping patch spoilers on us.
That's true.
With all that grappling, new takedown. He's been dropping spoilers on Twitter. Man, I don't know. It's been a great night of fights. It's been great. ESFL is amazing. Guys, don't forget to follow. Don't forget to subscribe. ESFL is an affiliate now. Yeah, man. I don't know. How'd you feel about the night?
I mean, I'm just impressed that Brand New Mac is doing all of this, and it's 4:30 in the morning where he is right now. You know, like
I know, right? Listen, but yeah,
I feel his pain.
About Brand New Mac. I know. I'm sure you guys. Yeah, you. But let me just say this. I know, like I said, I've been playing Ultimate Team a lot just for a mix-up for the last month, and he's been #1 UT guy for a long time, and UT's not easy. So coming into rank the way he is and playing these top fighters and taking them out the way he is nothing short of impressive.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's he wasn't a huge name at the start of this organization, but he will be from now on. You know, UFC 4, UFC 5. You know, going forward throughout the history of this video game as a competitive, you know, sport, a competitive esport, he's going to be, you know, a name to be reckoned with, of course. I mean, he's taken out...
Absolutely.
He's fought the best at this stage, and he's beat basically all of them.
Absolutely. And, I mean, again, Brand New Mac, a lot of people say to that Ultimate Team fighters can't hang with ranked fighters. They do. A lot of people, I think, do say that. I know Spider's also an Ultimate Team fighter. He fought tonight, but Brand New Mac is the champ, and he's also #1 in Ultimate Team, if I am not mistaken. So, I mean, where is he not #1 besides the monthly leaderboard, which is getting reset in a day or two? So, Brand New Mac is all over the Xbox right now. He's taken over. So, I don't know who's going to dethrone. Can anybody dethrone Brand New Mac?
There were some great new prospects that showed up early on the card tonight.
Yeah,
Till's looking good. Darth is looking hot. Cody Dank's looking unstoppable. We also have Suspect Zero.
Yes,
man,
already in his co-main event, and he's 4-0, I believe.
4-0,
I believe he's 4-0 right now. He's knocking on the door for a title shot. I mean, Cody Dank. I think if Cody's not up for a title shot, he only needs one more win, and he could be back up there. Kinetic could be back. Man, it's gonna start really coming down to these. I feel like a lot of these guys that have fought on this card are gonna be the next for a title shot. Or they're going to have to fight each other for a title shot.
Yeah, I mean, you can't forget Kinetic. I mean, he just had a great performance tonight as well. So, I mean, you can match those guys up. I mean, we could do Till versus Suspect Zero, and then someone's has to go. But they are in the same camp right there as well, you know. And then Kinetic versus Cody, I don't think they've ever fought. I mean, that would be a great matchup, but... Man, there's so many good little matchups to make.
That's why we don't do the matchmaking, right?
That's why we don't do the matchmaking, because we know what we're talking about. Like, too much to worry about. All right. On that note, I think we should say good evening to you all. Thank you for joining us. Yes. There's a wrap on the Esports Fight League 31, ESFL 31. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Brand New Mac defending his title again. Some great fights this evening. Non-stop action. And a great night of fights as well. Thank you to all the ESFL team in the back as well. Good job this evening. We appreciate you as well.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Chair.
Love you guys. We love all the fans. Thank you, Balin. It's always an honor to share the booth with you. I can't wait to do it again. Guys, next week, next Sunday, PS4 card. Don't forget, ESFL Gaming. Follow. Woo!
We got it. All right. Take care, guys. Have a good week, and we'll see you next Sunday.